I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day.
12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this. TheBoxingVoice.com. Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people? Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem wrong, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida. Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit, stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuts, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amina of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Superman, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
Without y'all, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish, Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida.
Intrigue, the Incredible, straight out the ATL.
James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Mide from London, UK.
Let's go! I'm ready!
Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Bo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and french fries, breakfast of champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
C. Y. E.
California. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2-division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
Mr. BBC, baby.
LV Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bone Squad.
Brandon Maurice, a.k.a. the AJ Trucker, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madbat 100, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Louis Reyes, Boston, Mass. Yo, drop that SDS shit,
This
son.
message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
The voice of the people, there is no equal. You can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. TheBoxingVoice.com.
As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. If you ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, Solo Dolo, Scarface, No Manolo. We are back to discuss this weekend's action, dare I say, the biggest and the best television fights of the weekend. We have a jam-packed weekend with big names fighting like Amanda Serrano, Charlie Edwards, Adam Azim, and obviously O'Shaquie Foster versus Raymond Ford. So don't forget Dimitri Bivol. There is a lot of fights this weekend, a lot. But I believe this is the best card of the weekend. The UK DAZN card just doesn't bring enough name recognition. And the Russia DAZN card with Bivol certainly doesn't bring enough name recognition. So, the O'Shaquie Foster, Raymond Savage Ford, that's the fight. That fight has build up. There was even a shove at the face-off. There's backstory. But I'm going to go ahead and play that backstory just so we know what started the beef. What's beef? Beef is when you need...
He let him sell it. The animosity came from sparring. We didn't spar. I stood him up with sparring, and I hated on him after he won his title or some goofy stuff like that. Nah, the animosity came from me was all the talking, all the behind the scenes trying to, you and your little minions, Shakur, y'all trying to come up with a game plan to get me out the way. That's where all the animosity came. You steady picking, steady saying, steady. It ain't even just like saying I want to fight this dude, but steady just picking and doing little stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's real, yeah, it's for sure real animosity in this fight. And I don't mess with dude at all, like, at all. Not his soul, bro. You feel me?
When you say like trying to get you out of the way, like them as a group or just like Ray?
Them as a group. I think what they wanted was they want a group of people that's running the game. Like Shakur messaging me talking about we ain't in the same weight class. Why don't we spar? I don't know why we beefing or something that he was sending me. Like, but then you go on to Ray Ford saying, hey, I'm gonna be there with you if you fight on. I want to be there with you every day if you fight on woo. Then I'm hearing through the wind you checking about sparring with me. How you doing with this guy? How you doing with this guy? To where people coming to me asking me like, damn, do you and Shakur them got a problem? Like y'all be? I'm like, nah, I don't got no problem with them. Like, well, dang, they asking me about like, did this person get the best of you or did this person get the best of you? Like they trying to fish and try, you know what I mean? Trying to see like how they can get the best of you, you know what I mean? So it's just all of that behind the scenes, you know what I mean? And I was just like, yeah, like, you know.
So
he let him sell it, the animosity.
That is from the horse's mouth. That is O'Shaquie Foster letting you know what exactly started the beef. And we want to show now the face-off, right? Because there was some shoving at the face-off, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll go through a few of them here. Pay attention on X live streaming video so that you can be up to date with what took place at the face-off.
Man, you getting I'm gonna break your shit. Yeah, I'm gonna break your shit, nigga. Ain't what?
Man, good, nigga. Man, good. Stop bumping me, bro. Don't get to touching me, none of that. Don't touch me, G. Tell it, don't touch me, G. You doing too much shit. I'll break your shit. Don't touch me. Don't touch me, G. Y'all talking crazy, boy. I'm down. My nigga's pussy. My nigga's pussy. Why you gonna get knocked out walking up? Watch out, boy.
You a little ass boy, I will beat you the fuck up, nigga. Down my man's face when we take it.
What you looking scared for?
Hey, yo, kid, come here, kid.
What you scared for, man? Why you looking so scared for, man?
Talking about my man saying bitch and all that.
Watch what I do to him.
Niggas not on
Watch what I do to him.
Yeah. This one got me hype. I ain't gonna front. I love it when it's like this. See, this what y'all don't like, and this what I like. A good build-up. Now, you know how that goes. A good build-up can make for some great action, or it can set up expectations that, the fight can't meet. But let's hope it does do what it do.
Whatever he
You know? Let's hope it gives us the best possible matchup, because watching that face-off, Oshaki looked like he's not playing. But Savage looked like he don't got no respect for Foster. So it's going to be interesting.
feel like he bringing it now, I'm taking it away from him, and by the end of the night, I'm gonna punish him. I'm gonna punish him. It's gonna be annihilation. And if he get too crazy, I'm gonna knock him out. Seriously, I promise you. He get too crazy, I'm gonna knock him out. He talking reckless like he finna do this and that. Come playing stupid, bro. People just knockout artists now. They just, you feel me? GGG, you scared? Come playing that dumb stuff. I'm gonna knock you out, bro, and show you for sure. Whatever he feel.
Damn, he said, I'm going to knock you out. Now, I know he got a couple stoppages as of late, but I ain't know he was a puncher like that. I'm definitely leaning Foster, though. Definitely leaning Oshaki. Yeah, man. The undercard, on the undercard, let's get into that, because that's just the main event, which hopefully provides more than enough entertainment. On the co-main, I don't know how he got that slot. Maybe because they felt like we care so much more about the main event, but this co-main is pretty weak. Charlie Sheehy versus Nike Turan. I don't even know who that is. I don't know who that is. So, yeah, man. Lightweights, shout out. Omari Jones from the School of Hard Knocks. Shout out Jason Galazza. He's going to be taking on Diego Osuna. Osuna is a undefeated fighter. He's an undefeated fighter, and he is a late replacement. So, Jones preparing for someone totally different, and then last minute gets an undefeated fighter. Curveball here. So we'll see how he does. This is an 8-round fight, 154-pound division. Then we got Miguel Flores taking on Javon Woodard Jr. Woodard back, seeing some action. You should have seen him on Pro Box once or twice. And Miguel Flores, I'm pretty sure you've seen him before. I almost was going to call him Chucky, but that's not him. But we've all seen him. And he's riding on a couple of wins here since his loss to Sam Goodman. Shout out to Goodman. Man, he beat Reese Alim, and he beat Miguel Flores. Lord. Goodman out here taking American scalps. But this is the third fight. Then you got Frank Espinoza versus Bryce Blackwell. I've never heard of these guys. This is a weeky week undercard. Weeky week. Frank Espinoza, 3-0, 3 knockouts. So, yeah, that's that. I didn't know the undercard was this bad. Julian Montalvo, is that okay? Shout out to Julian. He getting some TV time. Oh, shit. Now, this guy, we should be paying attention to. This is the dude that they throw at everybody. Like, this is the fucking, Keith Thurman used to say back in the day that you had to pass the Keith Thurman test when you came to his gym. They would sick him on everybody. That's this dude. He sparred Price, Sparrow, Tiger, Devin. I mean, you name it. It don't matter the weight. This kid is a machine. Let's see how it looks when the headgear comes off. Only 18. I believe he's managed by Frank, not Espinoza neither. Shout out to Frank. Yeah, man, this is his second fight on the top rank. Before that, he had like 5 fights in Mexico, and then boom, Cosmopolitan, and bang, now on this card. So that's good for him, man. I know him personally. I've watched him firsthand, up close. Him and his brother. His brother should be getting some time too because his brother's done well in those sessions as well. They throw these kids at everybody. Let's be real. And I mean, he's coming out better for it for sure. For sure, because he gets top-notch, big name sparring. But he's the definition of Mexican style. He's gonna bring full throttle pressure. But at least the main event is good. You know what I mean? We got Kentrell in Germany, $5. Let's go, Robisi Ramirez. Good to see you back in the ring, champ. Robisi Ramirez. I don't know. Is he on an off TV card? Did he sign a BKFC or some shit? Cause I don't know where he's at. But last fighter is Jaden Franklin Britton, 8-0, taking on Najee West, 9-2. Jaden from Texas, Hempstead. And he's 21 years old. So, some new talent for us to get familiar with. Nothing crazy, but I am happy we stumbled on Julian, and I was able to at least let you guys know so you know who you're looking at when you're looking at him, and hopefully he impresses, man. Because I know that's Frank's fighter, and if I had a fighter, I want him to be a world champ. Change my life, change his life, But this is the biggest fight of this weekend, man. We got a lot of fights on ESPN Women's Boxing. You got Stephanie Hahn taking on Holly Holmes and Amanda Serrano on the undercard. Joe Castavalle also on the undercard. Like I said, you have Dimitri Bivol. He's in action versus Michael Effort, defending his IBF and the WBA light heavyweight title. Also, Dante Brown is back. Also on the zone. And this is what I'm saying. See, to me, it's worth it. Now, granted, maybe you guys don't know Dante Brown, but I'm pretty sure he's undefeated. He is a decent, heavy-handed puncher. In my time in Vegas, I've watched him spar Devin Haney and numerous others. He holds that knockout win over Jesus Saracho for you hardcores like Vega, So he's a decent fighter. It's just obviously, with a small time promoter. I think it's like Ranch Promotions or something like that. James Bartley, and okay, he signed the Red Owl. Okay, so at least he's no longer with whatever the other one, Ranch Promotions. But Red Owl, they don't really be having they shows the way they used to. They've slowed down tremendously. But at least he's in action, you know. Originally from Louisiana, so doesn't really make sense why he would be in PA, but it is what it is. He's going to be taking on Johan Vasquez, and we know Johan. Johan is most famously known for dropping Abdullah Mason not once, but to his eyes. So, yeah, he's in action in the main event. Undercard, I don't really know anybody on the undercard. Then on Friday, you got MJ. He's back, but he's not on the zone. And that is the card that the super chat came in about. Robisi is on the undercard. Magdomed Karabanov is back, still at junior middleweight. Man, I kind of wish they had TV for this. Not, but kinda. I would have watched Magdomed. I'm invested. I've done watched 4 fights of him. I would have watched Robisi as well. I don't know about MJ, but this is happening in Uzbekistan. So, shit. Robisi on the road. And that's on a Friday. Also on Friday, you have Charlie Edwards. I have no clue who his opponent is. Something like Sikho. Nico. I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? He got some difficult names to pronounce, but yeah, the Shock and Foster, pretty much the best card of this weekend. Pretty much. Let me do another once over. We talked about the PA, the Russia, the Shock card being the best, the ESPN all-female card, except for Alexis Chaparro, who's always on the opening. Oh, that's right. And Alexander Grecha, or Getch, now this is like his 3rd fight under Eddie Reynoso, if that matters to anyone. He's back on the MVP card. At least Soto is back. Shout out to my New Jersey brethren. Like I said, Adam Azim is taking on Steve Claggett. So we'll see how that looks. And can he make Tio look good or bad? Remember, Claggett gave Tio a pretty decent fight. Amir Khan's cousin is on that card, Abdul Khan. I think that's the one we interviewed. And I asked, was that chin hereditary? And I think that is it, because who the hell is Francisco Rodriguez versus Angelino Cordova, flyweight eliminator? Never heard of him. Kevin Lorena's back. Oh, he moved down to Bridgerweight. Uh-oh. Suleiman Escala gonna be happy. And he's fighting for the WBC Bridgerweight title. Oh, actually, he has it already. It's his, so he's defending. Oh, shit. Man, coach down bad. Rohan Polanco's fighting May 30th on Triller pay-per-view. Nasty work. I mean, that's got to be the most disappointing news this morning. Triller pay-per-view. What is going on with him in Top Rank? Something's up. Something is up. Coach Hector Bermudez, stop ducking his work. Art Barrera Jr. Is that Art from New York? Or is this the one to be with Top Rank? Yeah, that ain't him. That's this from California, Long Beach. Yeah, man. So there is a fight in Los Angeles. I don't see any TV for it. Samuel Contreras is your 6th-round main event. So you already know there will be no television for that. In other news, though, let me finish here. I think we got this Germany. Nobody y'all know or care about. Damn, it's so many on the 30th, bro. No, this is in Canada. Okay, on the 30th, Saturday, Yurokis Gamboa is back, taking on Alexander Espinoza, 8-round junior welterweight. He moved up, 140. Rigging Dao also back on the undercard in an 8-round fight. And Gustavo Trujillo, he should be undefeated, I think. He's also back. Outside of that, I don't know. Oh shit, Hakeem Cheatham's on this card. Mother freaker. Nothing but sport. Who the fuck is nothing but sport? Bro, let's hope Hakeem gets a fucking fight off. This is the kid I've been telling you that has such an interesting style that him and his dad are going to make for great TV in 24/7 because they have like an old school shoulder roll with a high front front elbow, and he leans back so far, but it works. I've seen him spar everybody, Devin included. I mean everybody, bro. I've been waiting for this kid. He's fucking doing Tubi movies and shit. I don't know. Hopefully, and this is a 4-rounder. This is crazy. You would figure he was ready to take off, but that looks like a no-no. But at least he's on there. I didn't know he was gonna get one off in Florida. That's crazy. Cause he been inactive. Damn, Alberto Ramirez got all that clout. Because he was like supposedly going to be an opponent for Benavidez. He's taking on LaRon Richards. That's a good fight. Ramirez got a WBA interim, so he might end up being like a mandatory for David, because David got the WBA regular. Oh shit! In Montreal, my man Iman Katayev is back, but he's taking on bullshit opponent Mike Dalio. Nobody ever heard of that motherfucker. Damn. That's on the zone, though. I might have to watch at least the playback or highlights of Imam. That's it, though. Oh, damn, I went too far. That's a June. Lord have mercy. Okay, so the last one from May 30th is Hakeem. That Montreal fight is June 4th. Apologies. But Discord available, X Spaces available. If you're looking to call in, maybe make your predictions for this weekend's fights. I'm going to go ahead and put those links in the live chat, power chat, and in the description for anybody that's looking to voice their opinion right here. TBV, Voice of the People. I got a couple super chats I got to get to. Once again, Discord available, X Spaces available. And I'm trying to get you this link. But in the meantime, in between time, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. That's going to help with the visibility of the show. And it's going to put this episode in the eyes of boxing fans that do not know we rocking out a day. So, like I said, in other news, Adrian Broner was on his stream and allegedly claims to have received a phone call from Al Heyman, and he was sharing this news with his friends and said he's back. Then later in the day, Tank makes an appearance on the Dean the Great and Adrian's live stream. Could Al Heyman be setting up a Adrian Broner, Tank Davis main and co-main? Obviously, Adrian has been doing very good, and maybe Al, who's been MIA, is ready to come back the way Adrian said, and sees that Adrian has gotten his status up. While he might not be in fight shape, he's more popular or back to being relevant, if that makes more sense or sounds better than being popular, right? But he is popular, right? Like, I mean, the other day Chris Brown was on their stream and showed Adrian Broner love. Like, they're mingling with everyone. You know, when he announced that he got the phone call, 6ix9ine was there and he was streaming, and Dean is streaming, and these guys are all streaming. So these audiences are, you know, crossing over. And maybe I'm reaching, but I think I see a world where Al, being an opportunist, said, hey, you got motion again. Let's put you in a fight. And maybe opportunist was the wrong word, because Adrian needs the assistance, even though on same stream he told Tank he hasn't seen money like that in his account since he don't know when. And then Tank told him to shut up, took him outside, and I bet told him, stop telling your business, because then you're going to have to pay that child support. But, yeah. AB can be back. He's going to need some testosterone for sure, because that stomach is not fat. But, you know, dudes that run as much as boxers run, he'll be able to run it off. He might not need the Tessa at all, because, you know, while visceral fat is super duper dangerous, it does come off if you're going to diet and work out. And if he's going to lock in, maybe he can lose it, but it's going to be a fat camp, man. I hope they're not trying to get him in the ring in 90 days or something like that. You know, give him a date for October and tell him get ready now. You know, start going to Florida, dropping the weight now. Yeah. I mean, Broner had to turn back around and tell him to turn the camera off, because, you know, the camera was going to keep doing his job. He was following, you know. But Discord available, X Spaces available, Zoom available, the landline available. Those links in the description right here on YouTube. Pat Bondero. AB do look pregnant, man. Nah, he ain't gonna front. He look pregnant for real, for real.
Yeah, pregnant, he said. You hear me, champ?
I hear you. Perfecto. Perfecto.
Embarazado.
Embarazado, compay.
Hey, man. Salute to you, bro. Salute for rocking out every day, man. You put in that work, bro. You be putting that work.
Trying, man. Trying.
Show, for sure. BV número uno. Shaki Foster, Raymond Ford, bro. Like, that's like a boxer love a fight, man. Like, but this is the type of fight, like, bro, that's gonna, if no one, like, put on the gas, that's gonna be hard to judge, man. Like, someone has to really put on the gas to make sure that it goes to, like, at some point, like, they're fighting, because these dudes, there's like super twitchy. You know, they have like super fast step back. Sometimes they touch each other. You barely see it. So man, that's gonna like you really have to love boxing to to enjoy the fight. And I know I'm gonna enjoy it. But yeah, man, that can be like the type of fight like you just don't know who won, or you might just prefer you might prefer some the way. I mean, listen, I I'm having Foster like I lean toward Foster because it showed that like it his last few the last few fights he started to like like press the gas a little bit more. So I lean toward him, but at the same time like this guy Raymond Ford is also like he knows how to keep his distance. He knows how to be twitchy. But if someone has to really like uh, impress the judge, I would say Foster has more ability to do that. And he's got like one thing that he can come orthodox or southpaw. So like that can give different look to Ford. But I'm ruling for Foster as well because I like the man. He's against all these team, like the whole team. He's like, I want to take you one by one. I like that talk, bro. He's gonna have to back it up, obviously, but I like that, man. I always like take the guys who I always like support the guy who's against everybody else. So they ganging on that dude, like, and really Shakur. Because he's gonna be Houston, right? So that's like Shakur's crib in a way. Like obviously that he's from New Jersey, but that he lives in a Houston, no?
Yeah,
Shakur.
Shakur lives in Houston.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. Man, I don't know what you think about like Shakur. If Foster get the dub, do you agree
I
about
mean,
Shakur?
it builds the Shakur fight, right? It puts the pressure
Yeah,
on Shakur.
yeah, man. Like, and
And
really,
listen,
like,
and Shakur needs opponents, right? You got Tip calling in every day, asking when Shakur gonna fight, who's he gonna fight, and he might have like 5 or 6 opponents, and that's cool. But like at the end of the day, to have an opponent with a storyline is always much better.
definitely. But at the same time, like, if like let's say if Foster wins by like split decision, like it's not really like um not really like decisively, and like the Shakur fight doesn't look as good. But if he wins, like if if you stomp on Ford, definitely look like that build up with Shakur will be like tremendous. Um, but yeah, man, like I have to be honest, like I know a lot of people saying like Foster like dismantled or not dismantled but like like washed Fulton. At the same time, I'm still not sure that we have the best Fulton that we actually know, but still it's a wash. So on the paper, in the record, that's a wash. So yeah, man, that fight is definitely like I would say like it's a hardcore fight. I like it. It's not a hardcore fight, like a boxing lover fight. I would say like you really have to enjoy boxing when you watch this type of fight because it might not be bloody, but it might be like technical, twitchy, fast. Hard to like to notice some of the punches. So yeah, I love that fight, man. And Ness, did you say like I've seen like Robesi's fighting in a like
Yeah,
in Russia, like
For
in
Lauderdale.
no
Oh
Robesi
no, yeah,
Ramirez.
yeah, Russia.
That's crazy, bro. What the
Uzbekistan, I
fuck?
mean. I think it's
Yeah,
Uzbekistan. He's
Uzbekistan.
on the
That's the one.
MJ card.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. I didn't expect that. And, and those those OGs, Gamboa and Rigandao, they're fighting like is it a professional fight?
Yeah.
The fuck? Bro, but they're not retired.
Not anymore.
They need the money. Um, hey man, I'll still watch it. I'll still watch it. Just respect for the OGs. But yeah, shout out to you, man. Like I keep listening as usual when I can, and appreciate you as always, brother.
All right. Brandon, Cincinnati.
Hey, Nuts, what's going on? How you feeling, brother?
Chilling.
Just out here sharking, man, on this road, 1 mile at a time. This have they? What's on the undercard to this? I ain't really been seeing nothing. What's on the undercard?
Shit, you said it. You ain't really been seeing nothing.
So they ain't announced the fucking fight is in 3 days. They ain't announced the undercard.
Yeah, I mean, there's no one you know.
What is it though? Shit, I haven't seen. Like, do you know? Like, break it down to me.
All right. Hold on, pulling it up. Good. We got Oshaki and Raymond Ford. You know, the co-main is Charlie Sheehy and Nick Theran. Then Omari Jones.
I've seen Sheehy fight before.
Omari Jones taking on Diego, two undefeated prospects. Julian Montalvo. Julian Montalvo undefeated. And then Frank Espinoza, Jaden Franklin Britton. I mean, that's it. Javon Woodard.
Is that the Asian kid that gave Navarrete the tough couple rounds before he got stopped early? Am I thinking about the right guy?
You thinking about Suarez, I think. This is Charlie Sheehy, like a white kid or something from Cali.
Oh, I don't know what that is then. Damn.
You know him. He with Top Rank. You know him. You had that seen him.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck it. We got a fireman event. Hey, I agree with everything Pat Bandero said in his breakdown. I like both guys. These two, Oshaki and Raymond Ford, are two of my favorite fighters. Both of them are, in my opinion, immensely talented. But if there was ever a critique on either guys, that the fights that were close or the fights that they lost, it were fights where it's like they got outworked. Like, I think with those fights against I'm bad with names. What's the Brazilian medalist or the Brazilian guy that Consecao? In those fights, they were close because he got outworked. He wasn't just letting his hands go enough, Oshaki, in those fights, and made those fights closer than they probably had to be. He was boxing well, picking shots well, but he got outworked. And it's the same for Raymond Ford. He had that fight back in the day with, I think, Vasquez, that's about to fight on Pro Box soon. I thought he lost that fight simply because I thought Vasquez outworked him in that fight, and he squeaked a decision that I thought he lost. And then same with Nick Ball. I thought he actually won the Nick Ball fight, but Nick Ball was able to outwork him in the inside, and judges picked the aggressiveness of Nick Ball over the cleaner work of Raymond Ford. So I'm be interested who takes the lead in this fight, because like he said, this could easily be a catch and shoot, slow pace kind of sparring match looking fight. So I want to see who's going to take the lead and be the aggressor, because both guys have shown that ability to have a slow pace, catch and shoot, counter punching type of style when they want it. So yeah, hopefully somebody takes the lead and makes it an action-packed fight. Because like I said, when guys that have these skill sets go in there and trade punches and let out clean combinations, those are there are good, exciting fights. But both these guys are comfortable sometimes with just catching and shooting, counter punching and shit. But both of these guys also have shown the ability when you need to grind out a late come behind stoppage or a late come behind knockdown to get the wins. Like, I think Raymond Ford, his first title was won on a fight he was losing, and he stopped the guy with like 12 seconds left. And I think Oshaki either got a knockdown against Ray Vargas or stopped Ray Vargas. In one of those fights, he had to come from behind and get a stoppage to win. So they both have shown that ability to bite down late and get and do what they need to do to get the win. So Oh no, man, it's a great fight. Like I said, I like both of these guys. I definitely like Ashaki. I love his story, man, because I remember when he was fighting Tsunami Sam and those guys getting those losses, and he really had to grind his way back up and knock off like 20-some wins before he finally got his shot at a title. So I respect him because his journey to get where he at right now wasn't easy. And Raymond Ford, um, like I said, man, that fight for his first title, he was in a tough battle with that Eastern European kid and got that late round stoppage. I mean, that last round stoppage to get that title. So I root for him as well. And I've always said Raymond Ford has a style where you see the talent, you see the speed, you see the athleticism, but it's just something missing that's separating him from being on like that Shakur and Devin level of just pure slick boxer. I don't know what it is because you can see the talent. Like I see the talent is there. I see the skill is there. The speed is there, and he flashes it. But I don't know, man. He's just like a notch or two under that elite level of slick black fighter, in my opinion. So I'm excited for this fight. And as far as the Adrian Broner shit, man, look, I'm happy my boy AB has found a lane for himself to take care of himself and support himself and make some money. He's immensely entertaining. The clips are hilarious. This is his niche, man. He's found his niche. He's found a way to make money and support himself and get himself out of that jam he was in. Because I know financially he was really fucked up. Like I can tell you firsthand, before this shit popped off, he was really in a bad space. And I'm glad he's able to support himself and get back into the limelight in some form of fashion and really show that he's one of the more entertaining people in all of just the boxing business. But let's pump our brakes on the comebacks. Like I'm not getting my hopes up on the comeback. If we've learned
I mean,
anything
that's
from
what
him
he said. He
training,
said Al called him. He was like, "Yo, I'm back, dog. Al back." You
yeah,
ain't.
of course Al's gonna try to. Of course Al Heyman is gonna try to tell him like if you could get on your feet and if you could get yourself right, we got a spot for you. Because yeah, he wants to build up off the momentum and the motion AB's having right now. But let's be real, AB's shown us what he is. He's a sex addict and an alcoholic. He ain't shown us the ability to want to change. Does he have the muscle memory when he hitting the pads where you can see like, damn, this when he hit the pads with Kevin Cunningham, you see that muscle memory is still there. Them hands are still pretty quick, but the vices are there, and the vices he's showing you he doesn't want to change the vices. He's joking about the fact that he's making money to where he can buy pussy again. So he's telling you, I don't want to change. I'm having motion, and now I can buy high price pussy again. Like I don't think this is the mentality of a guy who really truly wants to bite down and make the changes he needs to make to be a world champion again. This is a guy who's happy to be making that bread so he can feed those vices and feed that need for liquor and top-notch pussy. And I ain't knocking it, man. I'm happy for him that he could, get back to, banging the double dose twins and the Ruby Roses of the world. Do your thing, AB. But when we start talking about boxing and being world champion again, we gotta just be real, man. The motherfucker Tessa and Retta ain't gonna help that belly, my nigga. He's gonna need a 8 to 10 month training camp just to get back to 140 pounds, 135 pounds where he should be fighting. Like, so I'm happy the man's making a living. I'm happy the man's getting that bread. I'm happy the man's able to enjoy life again. Cause like I said, it sounds like he was in a bad state before this shit happened. But the boxing, nah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think the boxing shit is that shit's over with. That shit's over with. The man's, he's a year older than me. I'm about to be 36, and his birthday's a couple days after mine. He'll be 37. At some point, we gotta realize 37 years old, alcoholic, then a lot of that shit takes a toll on your body. He's not gonna ever be AB the boxer again, but he could at least be AB the entertainer and make some money and enjoy his life and pay off some of his debt. And that's all I want to see my nigga do, because he is a Cincinnati nigga and he does represent the city. And I'm happy that he's happy again. You feel me? I'm happy to see that he's enjoying his life. But yeah, AB the boxer, no, that shit's over with. I don't care if Al Hammond called him with opportunity or not. he ain't gonna be able to get into the position. I don't think. If he can, hats off to him. I'm rooting for my boy, but like I said, these streams have shown you the nigga ain't did a stream yet where he ain't got a big cup full of that henny, and he ain't trying to get some pussy. So, and those are some bad vices to have when you're trying to really lock in and be disciplined to win a world title or get back in the boxing ring. But like I say, ain't nothing wrong with it, man. You like your henny, you like your pussy, do your thing. But you ain't gonna be a world level athlete addicted to henny and pussy. So I don't think we'll see AB in the ring again. But I'm rooting for my boy, man. West side of Cincinnati shit. I ain't from the west side. I really don't like the west side, but he from the city, so that's my nigga. And I'm happy he's enjoying life again. But I'll let you get some other callers, Ness. I got Oshaki winning the fight, FYI. I'm going to take Oshaki for the win, but it's a 50-50 fight in my opinion. But I'll let you get some other callers. I see my boy Vega on the line. Protect your mental health at all times. I'm out.
All right. Whoa, excuse me. All right, champ. Vega.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Appreciate the topic. It's a great fight. Just look to the chat. And you know what? We're going to shout out Bryce. Bryce, we appreciate you when shows are about to end specifically for your calls. Okay. Yeah, no, man. I think this is a great main event in terms of the actual fight. I think it's the good type of animosity. This is the competitive animosity. I think they have two different reasons for their animosity, but one thing that's in common that brought them together. Ray Ford is a guy that, man, when he was coming up, was a extremely slick boxer. Uh, just being able to just be too technical, too fast, too slick for his opposition. And one thing I've appreciated about Ray is that as the competition went up, he's shown you more levels to his game. When he was down on the cards against Ottobeck to go ahead and force that stoppage to win, I believe it was a vacant belt at the time. Again against Nick Ball, he was a little too much of his hands in his pocket. He felt the urgency, and what did he do? He went ahead, he picked it up, he started walking down Nick Ball, and was even hurting him towards the end. But unfortunately, the judges said he was the loser. Which I agree. I thought that he just lost that fight. Great fight. But these are at 126. Since he's gone to 130, it seems he's locked that switch or the ability to show the same level or the same well-roundedness as he did in the previous weight class. I don't. I thought it would serve him better. I was wondering if why he was turning it on in those last two fights that I was just speaking about. Was it the weight cut? He was worried that he would have energy, but at 130,
A lot of
just
people
haven't
overcome.
seen him turn it up. So he hasn't faced bad opposition. I know he faced Abraham Nova, and people are always going to say, well, we saw Nova get sparked out by Robisi. But I mean, since then, Nova has shown you that he has been able to reinvent himself. That Andres Cortez fight, I felt that he was robbed blindly, no gun, man. I thought he outworked him, and that was something we've never really seen. Nova, he used to be more of a patient guy, and he really turned up his volume against Foster. I thought Foster beat him, but Nova was extremely competitive, and he made Foster work. So it's funny, that's a shared opponent they have, and Nova gave them both issues. So salute to Abraham Nova, who at one time I think blew out his Achilles, and has learned to reinvent himself to become still a quality fighter. Um, so yeah, man, just I'm still waiting to see the best Ray Ford at 130, and this is possibly the fight to do it. This is one of the best fighters in the weight class, and I think Ford, working with Shakur Stevenson, being out there in Houston, um, I think everything he has plenty of in his favor to make this his truly breakout performance at this weight class. Oshaki Foster, man, I think Brandon mentioned it. We've seen him have a couple losses early on, even as of recent, but he's always been such a high high level technician, can switch, can box from both stances. And we've seen him as well in Mexico, open scoring, having one scorecard. I think he was down 8-0, losing on another, and another one was close. And his corner said, "You got to get this guy out of here." And what did he do? He got Rocky Hernandez up out of there. Um, the Robson Sal fight. I thought he won the first one. Thought he clearly outboxed him. The judges disagreed. They ran it back. I think he tried to be a little more in control of the action. I thought he lost the second one, but they gave it to him. But he's a guy shown that he can switch it up when needed. During a fight, pre-fight, running it back with another guy. Just a really high quality fighter. And what brings them together is obviously Shakur Stevenson. Foster's been calling for the fight, kicking and screaming, basically going on interviews, speaking with high confidence in himself to not just challenge him, but also beat Shakur, going to what their previous encounters in the gym, stating that's why he's so confident, and Shakur knows. And he's been completely ignored for the most part in terms of actually getting in the ring. But there's a belief, hey, I beat your little bro. You got to come see me now. So, yeah, I think it's the perfect amount of build up to animosity to a fight. Guys that want to keep it within the ring and prove it within the ring. And I'm hoping these guys show every tool they have, show the ability to adjust and within the fight, and that I hope boxing supporters enjoy it. So it's going to be up to them, the fighters, to be able to show that to the boxing supporters that are paying for the zone, as well as the ones that stream it. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping I can sit down and watch it because I am moving this weekend. But it really is a great fight, and it's very disappointing in this undercard that there's nothing really else to try to tell boxing fans, hey, this is why you should tune in. You should tune in early. You don't want to miss it. And these are these other fights and support why. Amari Jones, he is a guy from Florida. Shout out to School of Hard Knocks. We love Coach Jason Galarza, great guy. So I would love to be like, oh, Amari is fighting a specific guy, but he's fighting a guy in late replacement. But I can pump it up. He's fighting an undefeated guy. I believe he's from Iowa. Zuniga, I believe. Yeah, something like that. And the guy's 9-0. I think he's like 6 stoppages. I was doing some research into him, and he actually did some dirty boxing, which is I think put on by like John Jones. Joel Romero was fought in it. Those are MMA guys. I don't know of any boxing guys, but fought a kickboxer. He actually landed a double punch. Pretty funny. I believe I sent you the footage of that. Yeah, I think he like broke the guard with both his hands and then hit the guy to the body both with simultaneously punching him. So the kid's probably going to come to win. He looks hungry. I did, like I said, quick little search on him. Seeing that he will commit to punches in combination, at least on the bag, and I seen it once or twice in his highlights. So I mean, he's a little a little shorter than Amari. Um, but he's only had, I think, 3 or 4 fights of his 9 against fighters with winning white records. So take that for what you will. But I think the kid's going to come. He's going to try. And I like to see Amari just use his pedigree to break this guy down and see if he can stop him. He started with 4-0, 4-0 all stoppages. He's gone a distance with Christian Gomez, tough veteran, as well as remember that guy was a little bit short. That was a lot shorter than him. Went the distance with him as well. I'm not saying he needs a stoppage. It would just be nice to see if he can break this guy down with his Olympic pedigree. He's a silver medalist, and see if he can do that within the distance. I just would like to see it. See if he can, use his high technical ability and then turn it up to where you're not on my level and get it out there, find the right shots. But no, I think maybe that could be a shocker. Maybe that could be a surprise on how competitive this guy is due to his, taking it on short notice, and he's already winning in terms of getting the opportunity. Why not try your best and put on a good performance to keep getting opportunities? Charlie Sheehy, he trains with Xander. I think he's been out there for about 5 years. I know he's been with Top Rank. I think he switched over to Matchroom. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, he's been around. Good jab. Has actually been on a good little hot streak. He just stopped D'Angelo Keys, right? D'Angelo Keys is a good veteran. He got cut really bad, but he has one of the best cut men's in the business always in his corner. I believe he's a Bay Area guy. He's got the mechanic guy and then the Aloha kid in his corner, as well as Centeno. But was able to deal with that cut and was able to beat down the Keys and got that stoppage. I think he stopped someone before there, but he's fighting a tough guy. I believe his name is Nike. It's a Colombian dude. You may recognize him once you see him. He fought Justin Paldo, and he actually hurt Paldo really bad in that fight. Second round, I looked like he might have about to get Paldo up out of there. But Justin Paldo showing the quality fighter he was, showing a great corner he has with Ronnie Shields. Was able to calm down, attack Nike's body, and force a stoppage, force that man to quit on his stool. So I think Theron gives him trouble in the beginning, Shihi, due to him being very strong in the beginning. And with this being a short notice fight, I definitely assume this to end in stoppage for Shihi with the momentum he has, with this opportunity, with the good corner he has. The Montalvo kid, I know you've spoken highly of him. I think you had revealed to us that one of the main reasons he was signed was he showed really good quality sparring versus Shakur Stevenson. He was just on that DMG card that was on like Triller or some type of pay per view where Brandon Adams was supposed to fight. I never saw it. I know I've seen clips of this kid. So yeah, I guess that's something to look forward to. And then the Espinosa, Frank Espinosa, he's a Sacktown kid. Just got signed. I think close to 6 foot. He has a little bit of buzz for his local area. I hear there's a lot of good fighters in Sacramento. They just don't get the opportunity. Shout out to Kane Sandoval, who's making his comeback fight after the tough fight with Hammer Hands. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe this kid could be the future for middleweight. Maybe he could be him and Amari Jones be a big fight for the area, unless they're Call of Duty buddies. Shout out to Oshaki Foster for refusing to be a Call of Duty buddy. So yeah, man. In terms of this card, I think unfortunately it is a hard courts type of card. I wouldn't tell my friend make sure you watch this just because I know it may be too technical. But I think as a boxing supporter, definitely if you have the opportunity, sit down, watch it, and we can just discuss what the future holds for a lot of these young prospects, as well as the winner of this fight. We all have Oshaki if he wins to fight Shakur, but what about Ray Ford? If he wins, what's next? Navarrete has the Lomachenko rumors. So where do they go with Ray? So that's not something I even thought of. It just kind of came to my mind, and maybe some callers will have some really good suggestions. I'm going Foster. I think Foster is um, just at right now the better fighter and the one I can go off of what he's done recently to show that when he's faced with good quality opposition, he's gonna figure a way out. But wouldn't be surprised at all if Ray Ford wins. But yeah, Foster by decision. All right, I appreciate you guys. Look forward to everyone's call. Thank you.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. Big Gucci.
Oh, what up, gang? How the audio?
What up?
Yeah, man. Yo, Ness. I'm liking the pep journey, gang. You looking Brock as hell, bro. Um,
Appreciate it.
yeah. Yo, I feel like you should fight Coach Bermudez, bro, at Border Wars. I feel like he's
What?
a good scout. Yeah, bro, he's a good scout for your resume, man. Bro, with that new body, Ness, you'll give him that Richard Torres treatment.
Bro, I'm too
Telling
skinny
you,
for him. I'm only like 215 today.
that's perfect. That means you got that Wilder speed, bro. You got that Wilder build in general. I'm telling you. That's a good man. Hey,
Hell
that's a
no. I
big
wish, man.
man.
Wilder had hella muscle mass, bro. I always was impressed because he was always thinner than me, like in terms of weight, but always way more muscular. Like his weight always looked way better. Like that motherfucker got muscles for
Yeah,
sure.
but Ness, you talking about the old you, gang. This the new you, this new body. Yo, you put Duke out. But
Nah,
yo,
for sure. Salute.
this weekend, big weekend of boxing, man. As far as the quantity of like decent fights, you know what I mean? Like I'll agree with Vega. I'm not gonna be out there like telling my uncle, yo, tap in for the Michael Effort versus Bivol card. Um, he gonna tell me to fuck off or something like that. But as far as like decent fights, it's a good quantity of decent fights, man. Um, I'm just glad Bivol's back, bro. One of the best resumes in boxing. Even though he was like only in one division, he brings back like that triple G Hagler effect. You feel me? So I'm glad he back. But yo, you can't always like forget about these underdogs, bro. Like these dudes are coming in with nothing to lose. That makes them dangerous as fuck. And one, if you're as an underdog, if you're expected to be KO'd, you're gonna obviously be on your toes. You feel me? So I'm expecting Michael Effort to put in some work, and make it like a rough fight for Bivol because with a style like Bivol, you gotta rough him up, bro. He's a master boxer. And I feel like that's how you take care of master boxer. You make it rough and you don't give him time to think. Um, but yo, that Oshaki Foster fight, I gotta completely disagree with Alex Vega, man. His eye level just not on my eye level, bro, and that's a fact. You'll see it this Saturday. I'm super hyped for this fight because I fuck with Shock heavy, bro. I feel like he about to cook Raymond for a groupie ass. I feel like the cool boy. I feel like cool boy would beat him up. Feel me? And Shock made easy work of cool boy. But anyway, yo, Shock showed everyone what these supposed high level featherweights look like when they move up to face him. You can't just go up and disrespect Shock like that, bro. First fight up, you gonna face the WBC champion. You gonna make him look just like Cool Boy Watch. Um, but yeah, man, I feel like Shock is gonna pull for the KO, man, because it's gonna make that Shakur fight more enticing. Like, I don't know who I got in that Shock versus Lil Macho fight, bro, but I'm rooting for Shock because I feel strongly about the no friends in boxing shit, and he does too. Like he talk about, yo, I didn't want to spar Shakur because I didn't want to be buddy buddy with him. I forget what interview that was I was watching, but yeah, I don't fuck with that shit, and he don't either. That's why I like to see that fight. But yeah, man, I'm gonna stay tapped in, gang.
Appreciate you. Big boss.
You hear me, Ness?
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, Big Gucci Nigga, you wilding a little bit over there. Cause, yeah, B-Ball, I think he gonna stop Michael Eisner. I think he gonna absolutely whoop his ass. I've been watching his box raw and his in-camp videos on YouTube. I can't trip on him for getting that back surgery because that motherfucker looks sharp as ever. I'm like, damn, maybe that back surgery and that time off, that's what he needed. It is what it is. But yeah, I think he gonna whoop Eifert ass. If he don't want to get them rounds in, he probably whoop Eifert ass in about 6 rounds. Eifert ain't got nothing but like 5 KOs or something like that. I think. So yeah, I don't know. That's how I'm looking at it. And yeah, he said I know you be typing this stuff, man. She said, yeah, he said that's disrespecting. Shot Ray Ford moving up his first fight and fight him. Yeah, Stab done been at 130 for like 5 fights now. So that's something like that. He was tripping there, but yeah, man, that's for damn sure gonna be a good scrap, man. So I'm telling you, I'm with you all the way. That face off last night, man. I had done fell asleep, then I woke up and seen the face off, and I was like, bro, like I'm hating, man. I'm hating on everybody because I already was locked and loaded with the Keyshawn fight going out there to see his and stuff. Plus, it was for my birthday, so I wasn't really tripping big time. But I'm like, man, this kid, this year, this Shock and Ray Ford fight, man, it's real deal smoke, And I feel like they both legit coming to it. Like I always say, you can't make excuses if a fighter didn't make none for themselves. So, Fulton, like he didn't do what he was supposed to do, but it is what it is because Shock, he did what he was supposed to do. So that's a damn good win. And that was another 50-50 fight. I thought that Kubo was gonna beat him in the 7-5 fight then. I feel like that with Sav here, you know, and I done said before too, I rock with both because I'm like I remember you was talking about this last week, so I don't know why. I remember you said in this. I don't know why these lines not flooded. You was like they not gonna care and all this. You said it for both sides. They not gonna care because they just going for shot because they against Shakur. They just going for Ray because they rock Shakur. That I'm with you. Where these lines supposed to be loaded because all these new Shock fans, everybody rooting for Shock. Where they ass is at. They need to be calling in, saying how they've been rocking with Shock since he fought Rafe Vargas and Rocky Hernandez and Abraham. No, I want to hear all that shit. Shout out to Brandon Maurice because he was breaking it down good, even with Vega. You know, that's just my thing. I don't know where everybody at. Because this for real, I feel like this one of them fights that is gonna live up to it. They both. I just feel like this is Sav. Like, look, this my moment. I've been wanting it. Shout out to his cousin Teray. I seen he was saying, you know, on the ground. He was like, you know, that was the last bait. He was like, he finally took it. He was like, they've been trying to fight Shock, which I don't trip on Shock. You know, I done talked to Shock manager before. I know for a fact that he was with Shock. He just was trying to unify since he won his title. So that is kind of interesting because I know he not struggling on the weight nets, but he didn't say it verbatim. But you know, I'm saying it because you always say it. He did say in the interview that he pulling the Jamal versus J Rock for this fight. He said shit. He was like, they asked him when he gonna move up. He like, this probably gonna be it because he like I wanted to unify. He like Navarrete. He said specifically, if Navarrete is not next at 130, he like, then I'm moving up. But he did say he was like, but this was the one because he was like that last fight was gonna be it. He like, but this was the one. I said, well. He said, he like, cause this the one I wanted to shut up. So I said, I'm gonna make the cut one more time. I said, it's interesting. I said, cause next I always be saying how Jamal said, I'm gonna make that cut one last time for J Rock when he fought him. So it is gonna be a real interesting, real good fight. You know. Of course, that's I want to go to something here. I'm driving, so I can't look it up. I heard Vega breaking it down. Heard you talking about it. If I'm not mistaken, I think you're right. I ain't seen him fight either, but I think he did switch the match room. Another thing too, you know, because top rank fighters they never go for the WBA. If I'm not mistaken, you'll have to look it up, or I will stop later. That Sheehy fight, I'm pretty sure that's some type of WBA eliminator, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure. I can't really recall or remember, but I'm pretty certain that when I seen they actually made that fight, that it's a WBA eliminator. So you know, I don't know. Let's hope it live up to the hype. Cause you're right. Aside from that card is pretty big. Of course, shout out to my Florida boy, Mark Jones. I know he's gonna do his thing. You know, I would like him to possibly get him a stoppage too. At least he got an undefeated guy. You know, it is what it is. So now, I'm surprised, Liz. You ain't saying nothing about the IBF news. You remember the IBF had a convention.
Yeah, the
In
McKenna news.
all of it. You see,
Yeah, I seen that.
You see what they said Keyshawn told him, right?
Nah.
He declined that title fight because he is officially moving to guess what weight?
Where? 47?
Welterweight. Going to 147. So let's go. Killer Key versus Debo should be on the way. Let's hope and see. Let's hope and see.
Let's hope.
That is
Let's hope.
interesting though. That IBF though, because look like we're gonna get our fight next. I got Aaron McKenna doing this thing, so let's see. Oscar said he wanted Amari Jones to fight for his title in Oakland. You always say that's them overseas fighters' dreams. You know, I don't know how that'll work, of course. Oscar, we ain't seen this Conor Ben and Ryan fight made yet, so because you know they got Aaron McKenna brother Steve, and then already remember I told you Aaron McKenna. They of course more than likely he gonna be on that Callum Walsh card that they planning, but in Dublin, Ireland. So obviously they working with the alphabet belts, you know. So, but yeah, hoping all that go the way that it's supposed to, you know, and even of course so go to Stephen Claggett this Saturday, like you said, because I remember I think Limos had pulled out again when they tried to make the fight. And I remember Vince Shalom said it. So he said the IBF told them they won't punish Azim. So Azim essentially fighting for mandatory this weekend as well. If he win this weekend, he'll be the number one to fight to fight this Artur Byarslanov because that's next. Byarslanov, he gonna fight Lindolfo Delgado. So if he win, he'll get that. So hey, everybody got things they got to do, man. So it's a lot of implications riding out on this weekend. You know? And even with Vegas saying what happened if Ray Ford win. Ray Ford win, you know, you got next month, a couple months from now, you got Magnesi and Ryan Piranha Garner. You know the WBC. You know they love them interim belts. So they got Ronda Garner fighting at home with Magnici for that WBC interim title. So that could be a possible opponent or something. But just gotta wait and see. Oh, you gotta stay. Gotta wait and see how the chips fall. And of course, IBF, man, you probably ain't seen it. What I DM'd you on IG. You and Tone. Let's hope that offer make it to Murataya, because per Robert Garcia, Shakur trying to get him up off that date. And it's interesting what Robert Garcia said though, because this must mean Shakur not gonna be on possibly on this Canelo card. I don't know. Because he said Garcia said Shakur said he got a date, he sent an offer, and he got his own venue. I said, interesting. But Robert Garcia said we ain't got it in Top Rank, ain't sent it to us or nothing. So that's why I told you, I'm like, hey, tell Carmen Reddy and Brad Goodman stop playing over there, man. Cause you see Albert Bell and Andy, they finna get it on. And allegedly July, Pacheco, he got a date in July, so that's gonna fall on their card. And I remember Albert Bell, he said himself he gonna be fighting Andy Cruz in July. So that tell y'all that writing is on the wall. So, like I always say, man, you just gotta wait and see how the chips fall, man. Just gotta wait and see. So, and
Yeah.
even with
Have you seen that
Ramirez,
guy that McKenna's got to fight?
what you called Lisa or what Edenoso Lisa
Yeah.
or whatever. So I remember I ain't looking in a while. I remember I looked at his highlights because remember I keep saying, man, I'm not mad at him, but I feel like that was a fumble. Ammo was supposed to take that interim shot. It's just it's about, I mean, that's one of them to be great things. I watched his highlights, the Edenoso Leah guy, whatever. Not nothing crazy. For sure, I got McKenna beating him, but I just feel like, man, if Ammo just took that, 'cause remember me and you talked about it. Remember Tyrone, remember he was in it. Remember he was like, because Eddie Pan. Remember he had paid Edenosa, and Edenosa got hurt when he was going to be on the BAM card last year. Ammo still should have took that instead of pivoting to go into that Adonis fight. Because just think about it. He literally, essentially, if he'd have won that, he'd have been champion right now. But it happens, it happens. So, but yeah, that's it. It's time that rundown I was going with. Oh yeah, and I was saying that Rabisha Ramirez, like you said, there's some names on that car, so I'm gonna have to look that up. Shout out to Tone. Them Styrific boys be outside. Rabisha, next too. You say he on the road. Oh, he on the road completely because
He
you
on the
forgot.
road.
He
He going
signed
to
with him.
Uzbek, man. He on
Signed
the
with him.
road.
But I was gonna say, you forgot he signed with him officially. That Uzbek promotion, he
Oh,
signed with them.
really? Wow.
Yeah. And it threw me off because I just knew. I just knew. I said it just makes too much sense. Both was with Top Rank, both 126. I just knew that Zuffa was gonna get him. They was gonna get Odebek because they did get Odebek. And Odebek, I'm like, he was back, he ain't signed with them. So I'm like, damn. But I just thought they was gonna make that as Zuffa. But didn't happen. So it is what it is. But yeah, aside from that, that's literally it on the rundown. Shout out to Holly Holm and but I got Han. I think Han gonna be too young and too strong for it. It is what it is. I'm interested to see, like Ariel Hawani said, if Nikisa was capping, like if it's a real sellout or not, because Nikisa said they sold 7,000 tickets. That I gotta see, because I know Amanda Serrano is on that co-main card, but they gotta show me that, so hey, that's it, Ness. I'm gonna holler at you, man.
All right. Toya, what it do?
Good morning, TBV. Good morning, Nancy.
Morning.
Hey, man, I got shocked by whatever the fuck he want to do. Ray Ford is not ready. He don't trust his power. He don't sit down on his shots. He got good movement and good speed, but Shock is gonna dominate his ass with a jab. Watch what I say. He gonna set up his combinations behind the jab. If he come in getting crazy, he gonna wind up putting Ray Ford on his shit on his back pocket. This is what we want to see in boxing, ladies and gentlemen. Shock is coming for everybody. He wants all the smoke. He wants Shakur scary ass nets. This is what the fuck y'all wanted to see, right? Stop, get behind this dude. He doing what all the rest of these motherfuckers won't do. He want the top names. He ready to go through whatever he need to go to get to motherfuckers. And Shakur better stand on his word and get his man his fight. He said if he beat Roy Ford, he was gonna fight him next. Let's see that shit. I'm fucking with Shock. I like his mentality. I trust where he at right now in his career. This Shock time, man. This is Shock time. The way he beat Hoop Boy stuff. Hey, man, they ain't no stopping this kid. He's next up. I'm fucking with Shock. And hey, this good night of boxing we got coming up again. Amanda Serrano coming back, and this Holly Holmes fight with Stephanie Hahn. I'm interested in seeing how this going to go. I think Stephanie Holmes gonna stop Holly Holmes this time. Holly Holmes showed her age in that last fight. Wasn't really like she was doing. It looked like she was doing some MMA shit. Like she kept holding up her arms and shit. Like I think Holly Holmes gonna stop her in this next fight. That's a good bet to place some money on if y'all want to get you some coins, man. Place your money on Stephanie by KO, knockout, or anything that got something to do with stoppage. Because I think she's gonna stop her in this next fight. Who else we got? Holly Holmes, shot. Who else fighting? You got some UK fights. I don't really. I watched some UK fights, some of them, but yeah. And I want to give a big shout out to Tank showing up on the stream to support AB, man. That's some real brotherhood shit, man. That's the reason why I fuck with Tank. I fuck with him with his skills inside the ring, but a lot of the shit he do, people don't notice. Like he really be there for his brother. He really be fucking with AB. He showed up on stream on Dean stream to support him. He made sure that he wasn't mic'd up so they couldn't hear him and shit. This nigga really be moving like a street nigga in the industry for real. And that's why y'all don't be knowing the real shit that be going on behind the scenes. Like I'm not behind the scenes, I don't know, but I put two and two together. Like real niggas, when they get money and shit, they gotta try to move like they in the streets with this industry shit. And if you don't move accordingly, they'll come after you. So you know what I'm saying? All the allegations they putting on Tank and all this shit, we really don't know, bro. We don't know. But I just like the way Tank move. He's showing up for AB and shit. And even when he had that fight against that one guy who got his tooth knocked out against Blair Cobbs, like Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny was there in his corner and shit. Like they really fuck with AB, bro. And I like to see AB getting money and shit. I don't want to see him back in the ring. I think he'll be a nice coach. I think AB should try to coach some fights because the way I think that's why Dean trying to get close to him anyway for him to give him some pointers and shit about being a great boxer. But I love to see Tank happy out here. He been showing up on the stream for AB. He was seen out, living his life and shit, man. Salute that young brother. Salute that kid because the system trying to take him down. Always remember, you be black and with some money, but to the motherfuckers, you still a nigga, no matter how much money you got. And we need to stay behind our own. That's all I got to say, y'all.
All right, Toya. We're actually gonna have to take a quick moment of silence to restart and see can we get the Bluetooth back working so that our good friends on X Spaces are able to call in. We don't want to end the show early, even though it feels like Friday today. What is it? It's only Wednesday, which means we have a Border Wars show this afternoon. Tune in. We got some sparring footage to show. Shout out Old Wiz, send some news footage. If you want to have your fight promoted, you should do the same. Give me 60 seconds of silence and we'll be right back. All right, we back. Hopefully that worked. Boom, boom. What up? What's good? Talk to us. Talk to us.
Yo, my fault, Ness. I wasn't near the phone. How you doing this morning, my good brother?
Oh, good.
Hell yeah, man. That's what I like to hear, man. You excited to see Ray make this upset weekend, man? You ready?
Oh, shit. He going with the upset, y'all.
Yes, sir, man. Ray Ford, man. I got Ray Ford. I think this is going to be a 50-50 fight still. It's close. Shockey is not just no chump change opponent or none of that. Shockey can fight, man. You got to respect his skill. Got to respect his little feet. He got a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this is gonna be a good fight. I'm excited for it. I'm ready to see what Ray do. I'm ready to see Ray be challenged differently. Uh, So yeah, man, this is gonna be good, man. Hey, how do you feel though, Ness? Are you rocking with Shock?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figure. No big deal. No big deal. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Shock is a good talent. Hey man, I wanted to touch on something with you, man. Hey, Tank popped out, man, last night.
Mm-hmm.
We've been hearing some fight news about him and shit like that too. That's kind of good, bro. That's good for the sport of boxing too. Um, I do want to see Tank. I want to see him. I don't even care who he fight. I just want to see him fight somebody. But there is one fight that I want him for, that I really want him to have before he go, and it's not Shakur, champ. You know who it is?
Oh.
Lamont, man. I got to see that one more time. That was too good to be true. That was just too good of a damn fight. Like, I got to see that one more time before he say he done with the shit. Like, for real, man. So I'm hoping that we get that on this revenge tour or whatever we gonna call this shit for Tank, right? But yeah, man, it's gonna be some great fights this weekend, and just calling in to keep the show rolling. And yeah, man, we rocking with Ray Ford this weekend, man. I don't hear too much people saying Ray Ford, so when we do this, man, I don't want to hear nothing. And yes, I'm speaking French. I said we, Ness. You know what I'm saying? Ray, my boy. We about to step all over Shocky. He ain't gonna get no chance to fight Corey. And yeah, man, it's gonna be proven that Ford is back, and Shocky is not that. So yeah, man, I think that's really all I got. Other than that, shout out to Boxer Boy, shout out to chat. Appreciate the callers. They giving in some great calls and great takes on this weekend. So I'm definitely appreciating that. I'm learning something a thing or two. So yeah, man. I'm out, Ness. Appreciate you, champ.
All right. Gonna take a quick restroom break. Chad, don't go away. I see you. I apologize. 12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this. TheBoxingVoice.com. Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people? Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem wrong, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida. Liz Low, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit, stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuss, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Super Mac, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
Without Chad, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish, Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida.
Tree, the Incredible, straight out the ATL. James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Mide from London, UK.
Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, Payne. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Bo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and french fries, breakfast and champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVB, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
C. Y. E.
California.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some. This is the #1 pound for pound and 2-division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
LB Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
Brandon Maurice, aka the AJ Trucking, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madbat 100, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Chick Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Louis Reyes, Boston, Mass. Yo, drop that SDS shit,
This
son.
message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
The voice of the people. There is no equal. You can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. TheBoxingVoice.com.
There's
I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this and every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBD for life. If you ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid.
All right, how much dead air did we have, bro? I apologize, Chad. My long guy came. I was stuck having to talk to him. That is the downside of working from home.
You only went dead air for about a minute.
Flexing and
maybe
stepping
two.
said, awkward. Hey, man. Shit happens. Chad, you there?
You don't hear me?
Uh-oh. Oh, my bad. Chad, you there?
You hear me?
Yeah, I do. I'm sorry. Had myself still
No, no
muted.
problem. Yeah, you only went like a minute or two dead air. I do like that little interlude that you got, man, with all the callers that voices that edited in. That's pretty good. So okay, Ford and Shock. So yesterday I kind of spoke briefly about what I think. It's very I have it very close. I keep going back and forth if I really think about it, but I'm giving the slight edge to Shock, mostly because he's been fighting bigger guys longer. He's been in the division longer. Um, and I think he's fought more quality guys that are bigger than Ford has. Yesterday, I said that both fighters, have had some inconsistency in their careers. And I think a couple people didn't understand about Ford. So I agree that Ford's been more consistent recently. You got to reach back for him, whereas Shock's been more recent inconsistencies. So to answer that, I would say to go back with Ford, for anyone who doesn't know, he fought a bunch of 4 rounds and 6 rounders, and he was like the hot prospect, right? Like uh Hearn found him, and was developing him, and he was exciting, man. I'm not gonna lie, like there was something electric about him in the ring when he first started. He was an exciting fighter. And but then he went to 8 rounders. He got a KO in his first 8 rounder, but then the second 8 rounder, he's fighting this guy named Aaron Perez. Basically, nobody knows who Perez is. He's just like basically it should be, Ford's supposed to wrap it up, right? Like it's supposed to be another KO, another win. And this fight, Perez is able to push Ford back and push Ford back, and he's dropping heavy shots on him. It really Perez won the fight. Okay, a lot of fans believe that. And the result was a draw. The crowd was booing at the end. It was not a good look. But Ford acknowledged, that maybe he didn't have his best night. And the fans moved with him past that. So skip ahead a few more fights. And then he fights a guy named Edward Vasquez. Again, not a well known fighter at all. And it's the same situation, same problem. Ford's getting pushed back the whole fight. And again, I believe Vasquez won that fight. A lot of fans did. A lot of fans wanted a rematch, all that stuff. But this time, Ford would not acknowledge any problems here. And so he kind of started to butt heads with the fans, right? At this point. So I would say after that, they started change. I think he changed his coach once or even twice, maybe. And then he started really grinding in the ring. And I'd say 3 or 4 fights lead to the Kolmatov fight, and we all know the story from there, right? So, and I'd say since he's gone to 130, the first few fights, they were solid. They weren't great. Yeah, here's I would still believe that Ford's kryptonite is being pushed back, being on his back foot. And Shock, tradition, like what we know of Shock, if you had to describe him, I would say Foster. That's he comes forward, right? I mean, that's what we love about him anyway. He's not always done it. So I think if they come through with a solid plan, a really aggressive one, I do think that Foster can do it. But we saw what Ford pulled out with Kolmatov. We know he's got it in there, man. He's got fire. So this is why I feel like this fight could go either way, really, and why I'm excited about it. I think this is a real collision course here. And I don't know why Shuck didn't take the fight sooner. I know he was looking at, like, to be truthful, Foster was calling out a lot of people. It's not the greatest look, to be honest. Like, he hasn't been doing it in any particularly clever way. He's just calling out everybody. I don't personally think that Shakur, if he has no other options in his own division or whatever, I think a fight with Foster could work. I guess at 35, or I don't even know how they would do it, to be honest. What do you think about that, Ness? Like, if Foster was to fight Shakur, like, I mean, he
Yeah,
want to bring him up, right?
Foster would move up because that's what he moved up. He had the interim, remember?
But do you think he'd have to go to 40? Do you think Shakur would make him go to 40?
No, I think 35. Well, even though there's no belt there, you're right. I don't know. Good question.
I don't know. Yeah, like I just look. I just think that I understand why Shakur doesn't take it on one hand, but I also think I'd rather see him fight somebody than nobody. So I don't know. But the point is I think Ford, in a lot of ways, is the logical fight for Foster. So I wish they had agreed earlier. And who knows? Like, I think this could be the type of thing to give us a trilogy here. Um, get a bit of bad blood mixed in there, get a really solid fight. Maybe it's really close. I don't know. That's what I'm hoping for. Because boxing, we don't get enough of that anymore, Ness. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like trilogies and just like legit heat between two boxers, that fans are excited about to see it again and again. Second fight, a third fight. Um, well, so anyways, we'll see what happens. Again, I'm giving the edge to Shock, but I won't be surprised if Ford finds a way either. Shock has been kind of inconsistent with I'd have to give it some thought to pull out the exact fights, but like even fights that he's won, he hasn't particularly looked great in necessarily. So I'm just a bit doubtful with Oshaki in the last couple years. But maybe this is the one to really bring it out of him, right? That's what I'm hoping for. So, anyways, I don't think I'll be betting though. I think the live betting's the way to go for this one. Okay, like betting over
Live betting.
under.
Live betting
Yeah,
is the
man.
way to
Yeah.
go for all of them, bro. People making fucking good money when they live bet. It's harder
Well,
to
I just think,
predict, man. People
yeah,
that you guys they have the ability to live bet are so lucky, man.
yeah. I think that just when the lines are so tight, so like there's not really a lot of motivation to bet something that's plus 100, minus 100, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, the live betting becomes way more attractive. You're right. There is guys that are succeeding huge. I mean, you can basically bet any angle of the
Bro, I
fight as
got
it's
I
going.
got guys in this community DM me they slips all the time, bro, and it's rarely ever. Shout out to Mozzie. He's one of the guys that does slips ahead of time, but most guys are sending me their slips of live bets, bro. Just fucking killing it, man. Like killing it, bro. Like I don't want to exaggerate, but just nothing money making you couple of hundred. One dude sent me like 4 or 5 tickets the same day from the same weekend, all live bets, just fucking ranging from 3 to 5 to 1,500. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm jealous. I've never lived anywhere where they could live bet anywhere. Fucking lived in 3 different states and still can't live bet.
Yeah, it didn't even occur to me that there's people that just can't.
Fuck yeah, bro.
And salute to the ones that are cleaning up. Ness, whatever happened to the betting show? You're not doing that
Bro,
still,
it's
are you?
there's very little motivation. When I was in Vegas, a fucking mafia. They don't let the apps work in Vegas. They want you in the sports book spending, eating, buying chicken and beer, watching the games there and all that bullshit. So it makes betting shows difficult because it's like I can't even do a parlay. So I gotta give you imaginary parlays. It's not the same. And over here, we got Hard Rock. I just really haven't been able to get it down. I think Keem used to use it, but I'm sure he's done with that as a churchgoer. Somebody let me know his X Space is finally working or what.
Listen, Ness, it looks like
Jersey
you
was
got a
the
couple guys.
shit. Jersey, DraftKings worked, bro. I was raking it in DraftKings and in what's the one with the blue? FanDuel.
I'm not sure.
They
I'm
even
not
had
sure.
a
There's so
they even
many.
had a building in the Meadowlands. I remember I won 2,400. I went and picked that shit up cash. That's the beauty of FanDuel. They had an actual office in Jersey.
Bro, you walked in there like John Travolta, like staying alive, strutting.
Hey
Anyway,
Juice, I understand you, Juice, but you ain't gotta use the word rob. Ain't nobody trying to rob your ass. It's just hard. It's just hard to you know, have motivation when you can't make the bets. It was easy when I'm showing y'all I'm betting and winning. And it's like, look at what I did. Look at what I did. You can't even fucking, you gotta just have bragging rights right now. This shit corny.
well, I got to run, but I would love to hear from guys that's doing well with betting, just to hear their takes on on the fights. Like, man, anyone that's like that should be calling in for sure. Anyway, man, I'll go back to listening, man. Thanks.
Alright. Yeah, nah, Mozzie's a big better. Trav FDY is a huge better. I got a little group. There's a bunch of them, man. JP, place to be. I guess it's working. I see people on X. I mean, there's only 3 though.
Yeah, Ness, we got apps in Vegas. I use William Hill.
You had to go to the casino to get it started?
Yeah, you got to register at the casino, but once you register, MGM, Sam Boyd, there's several out here though.
And once you
But
register, you got to put money in the casino?
no, it's like anything you put in your, yeah, it's like any other app. You can live bet and all that. But I recently gave that shit up, man. I was spending $10, $20 a day fucking around with parlays. And I looked at it as a way I could, a way to fast, an offering to God. And I gave that shit up and start giving my sports bet money to a worthy Christian organization. The payout with God is better anyway. So anybody that want to give that shit up and give it to God can't lose. But in other news, uh, Foster and Ford, that's one of them fights that's cusp for me where I make room, I make time on a Saturday for it. And it's worthy enough. So I'm gonna set some time to the side just for that fight. But it's barely making that threshold. The grill ain't came out since Canelo Crawford, man. The grill like when I'm coming out. The grill mad. Motherfucker don't get to come out no more. So we need Tank and all them niggas back. But what I really call photo Ness, when's your birthday now? We a couple days from the birthday?
4 days out. 4 days out.
4 days. The pill reveal. The pill reveal on live.
Nah,
Peeling ain't.
I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it.
Come on, Finesse. You got that body dysmorphia shit. You ain't gonna never think you look good. That's the
Nah,
problem with
I
this
don't
shit.
have the full 6-pack yet, bro. Like I'm
Nigga, you
actually
50
yo, it's
years old.
nasty. It's nasty. I'm actually dealing with almost like I
Nigga,
told
you
my girl,
50.
I'm like, yo, this shit like a fupa and shit. She like, there ain't no fupa. Fupa way lower than that. I'm like, yo, it don't matter. Like it's shrunk so much, but it's just like this. Not a, you can't even call it a muffin top because that's too, that's around your whole waist. This shit like a bowl. Imagine a bowl around like you use a bowl to cover your belly button. So like I got like that little fucking cereal bowl right in the lower front, just covering the last bottom four. Like I said, flexing and sucking it in, it's gonna show you. I'm gonna definitely take a pic for IG for my birthday, but it
Hey,
ain't it
Pill,
ain't it
man.
ain't what I want. It ain't what I want. So
Yes, you
the
50
journey
years old,
continues.
my nigga.
The journey
You
continues.
50.
Say
You
what?
can't. You're 50 years old. What do you think you're gonna look like? You fucking 23? A fitness model or some shit? Calvin
Oh,
Klein?
I plan
That ain't
to.
gonna happen.
I plan to. I plan to.
No.
I just listen. You got to remember. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a strength and conditioning coach. And I gave myself a 90-day transformation. People don't do that. I cut everything cold turkey, extreme, clean diet, no cheating at all. But it's just you need more time. You need more. Literally, I'm only on like my 80 something day. You just need more time.
That's why we need the pill. You know, Ness, you done made us feel like shit over the past year. You didn't call us fat, disgusting,
Hey man, y'all fat.
undersized.
I'm not. Like,
That's why you need
you
to
seen the
owe us
shirt I
that
had on
pill.
yesterday? I was in the gym super proud. I look good. It's just not the
Pill.
good I thought I was gonna have on May. Like May 31st, I thought I was gonna be on the beach all day, chilling. Like, you feel me? You sit the wrong way, you're gonna see a little bit of fat.
Come on, Ness. So you got that body dysmorphia shit, man. You trying to be motherfucking perfect at 50, nigga. That shit
Hell
ain't
yeah. Listen,
hardly
I'm telling you,
realistic, bro. That's
I
not
ain't gonna
realistic.
quit, bro. I never made it this far. I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna inspire motherfuckers. Cause it's
That's why we need
y'all gonna
the
be
pill.
counting my years and it's just gonna get better and better with the months.
I feel like you owe us all a pill. You got a pill on the 6th or whatever that is.
What's
You
a
owe us a
pill?
pill, man. You said you was gonna pill, and we looking
Oh,
forward to that pill review.
appeal. Yeah, yeah. Like
No,
I said, I'm gonna
pill.
post it. I'm gonna post it.
Why you can't do it live, dog? I ain't got no IG.
What?
I ain't
Somebody
got
gonna
IG.
I'll put it in the Discord. I ain't got no shame. Believe me. Weeks ago, I sent my brother one because I thought I was gonna make it. So we in a family chat, and I'm like, they like, oh, how y'all doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm good, man. I'm about to get this 6-pack by my birthday. And my sister was like, really? And my brother was like, shit, we'll see. I'm about to see him in a little bit. We'll see if he lying or not. And I sent a picture from like 2-3 weeks ago from that conversation. And I'm like, man, look at where I'm at right now, or where I was 2-3 weeks ago. I'm definitely getting there. But damn, bro, that bottom half ain't no fucking joke, bro. That shit, that
Yeah,
little that
man.
little that little stubborn belly fat is the real deal.
Look, Brandon Akeem, one of y'all peptide boys, one of y'all injection boys, the injection brothers, one of y'all got a pill, man. We got to see these results. Because that's a hurdle for a lot of us
I
to
mean, they
inject.
just started. It's too soon for them. I got the most time with 80. I think I got like 83 days. I got to check my app.
That's a hurdle for a lot of people to get over that injection part. So if y'all going and peel and it's impressive enough, I think that'll give everybody a nudge to be like, well, look how my niggas looking. Shit, it's worth it.
Nah,
So yeah, going and peel, and
I'm definitely
it's gonna
doing
peel
it.
for us.
I ain't got no shame. I'm doing it.
All right, for sure, brother. Hey, have a good day, man. Hey, bring back that Good Morning TBV, man. Yeah,
I
I feel
already
like
know my shit did because yesterday my girl like, why you wearing that shirt? I'm like, what you mean? I'm cold. And she like, you just trying to show off your muscles. I'm like, girl, everything show off to you. I want to drive my car, I'm showing off. I put on a shirt, I'm showing off. So you already know the body has changed. Once the girls get jealous, the body has changed.
she said, don't put on them size mediums, nigga.
Yeah, man.
Don't get them size
Yeah.
medium shirts
Yeah.
out. Get her tight every time a nigga put on that size medium. I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear
man.
you. So you know.
Shout out to Mozzie with the Amazon recommendation, man. Cop
All
that.
right, Ness, I'm gonna be up out of here.
All
You have a
right.
good one, brother.
You too. Cop that 5-pack, man. What up, Tito La Voz? Hell yeah, the goal is to look like a fitness
What?
fucking IG model, bro. Watch it.
Whoa. What did I just step into?
Previous conversation with JP.
I was not, I was not prepared for that. Oh, man. Buenos dias, TBV. Shout out to the chat, man. I got a late start this morning, man. I've been trying to get on for a minute. Man, let's not disrespect young Charlie Sheehy, man. He's had a hell of a road, man. Listen, I know y'all don't know him, but shout out to Vega for telling his story, right? This is a hometown kid out of Brisbane, California. That's the next town over from San Francisco, right? Um, he had a stint with Top Rank, right? And he's with Matchroom now. So he had went Top Rank, Pro Box, and now he's back with Matchroom, right? Good looking out to Vega for the breakdown of the fight because I thought the exact same thing. I didn't know it was last second, but I'm pretty sure Charlie is gonna put hands and hooves on this boy. And it's a good look. It's a good look because he's still in the development stage of his career. You know,
Damn,
he
you know,
lost to
you seen Charlie.
Yeah, I know Charlie.
Oh, shit. Oh, he from your way?
Yes. Yeah, he's from my area.
Nice.
So he lost to Keyshawn Davis for the Olympic team, right? But he ended up going because Keyshawn went pro. But when they changed the rules to 3 pro fights, Keyshawn took his spot back. The team who wasn't and whatnot. But like I said, great kid, Filipino and white, right? Got a great jab. And does fuck with the Xander camp. He been going back and forth to Florida for a minute. You know, it's been actually a long time, man. Since actually turned pro. I don't know how he linked up with Xander, but you know what I mean. He's in that camp. He fuck with Basil, Mike Basil. That's his cut man. One of the best dudes in the game. Shout out to him. So yeah, man. Shout out to Charlie for getting his first his first co-main. You know, hopefully he turns this into something. I would encourage him to take full advantage of this and let his personality shine through, man. Because he like to do all the he like to let the fighting do the talking for him, which I think has been kind of his not his downfall, but like a flaw in his character. He needs to express himself more. You know what I mean? He's kind of a quiet, get to work kind of guy. You know what I mean? But I'm proud of him, man. I'm proud of him, and I hope he does well. I hope I get to catch the fights, man, because my daughter's graduating. I wish I had my soundboard here, but my daughter's graduating from high school on Saturday, so I'm not probably gonna be preoccupied the whole entire time. And yeah, man, and thank you to Brandon from Cincinnati. I want to thank him for saying what he said because now I give a fuck about the Shockey Ford card. At first, I didn't give a fuck who won. Didn't care, you know, was kind of ready to go to. I was ready to see either an exciting fight or change the fucking channel, find something else to do. But now I got a little bit of skin in the game. You know, I heard about Oshaki's. He's talking about Oshaki's come up, right? He got those losses. That's what he was talking about, right?
Yeah.
Ness? Yep. So now I got a little. Now, okay. I'm kind of interested. You know, maybe I'll watch a Hug Fest just to see if it turns out in his his way or not. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's gonna be a good weekend, a hardcore weekend, and I'm unfortunately gonna have to catch on the replay because my baby girl is finally getting through high school, man. Onto the next challenge. Let's see what other. Now I gotta spend some money, and that's my call, man. Peace to the chat. I'm out.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. Discord available. X Spaces available. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. We had a decent amount of callers, but I expected a lot more simply because so many people were calling throughout the week about this one, wanting to talk about this one. So the excitement is there. If you're on YouTube, do us a favor, hit that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. We got Leonard Sterling with the 5-pounder, pound for pound, #1 in the chat. Drop a bomb for that status. Frank Espinoza making Matchroom debut. They signed him recently. Was the #1 U.S. amateur at 165. We'll see how he does. Back with another $2. Katie Taylor, first $1 million female boxer in 2019. Katie Taylor, $1 million versus Rose Valente. $1 million versus Pursoon in 2019. Serrano, $1 million. First $1 million versus Katie in 2022. Katie made multiple millions. Shout out Leonard Sterling with the informational super chats daily. Mr. Perfect. Is that Mr. Perfect? This is somebody else. Flash Wonder. My bad.
Yo.
What's up?
Well, shit, I got shocked for this fight for a couple different reasons. You feel me? For one, I feel like Shock starts off with his jab first. I feel like he throws a lot of combinations off of his jabs, and he starts first. And I feel like Raymond, when he gets defensive, he just goes back in the corner. If you watch the Arthur the Abraham fight, they both fought each other, and I feel like Raymond, he just fights in spurts, and he counterpunches. He just waits to counterpunch just too much. And I feel like Shock, he lands his jab and throws punches more, and he starts first. And I feel like that experience is gonna carry him through the fight. And I feel like that's how I feel about it.
All right. Care about any of the fights on the undercard?
I didn't really see who's on the undercard. So who's fighting.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't nothing crazy, man. Ain't nothing crazy at all. But Charlie C, he's on the undercard. Miguel Flores, Javon Wooder, Omari Jones, Diego Zungia, and Julia Montalvo.
I know Amari Jones. He's pretty filthy. He came from the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he finna clean him. I mean, I feel like I need to see him get some more tests. You know what I'm saying? He's building up the right way. That's pretty much the only one I'm probably looking at.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I get it.
But yeah, for sure. Shock. This is gonna be a good test for Shock to see how he manages Forge power, because he got a little pop on him. I seen what's that fight he fought, that Russian cat when he won his first world champion. That shit was crazy.
Kabatov, I think.
Yeah. It shows that he can go into deep waters, but has he fought someone that can move like Shock and use that jab? You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's faced nobody like that. So it's gonna be real difficult for him to, if he doesn't throw a lot of punches, because he just throws in spurts. You know what I'm saying? He throws a lot of combinations, but he only does that to people that stand right there. Like when he fought Nick Ball. You know what I'm saying? Nick ain't going nowhere. That nigga ain't moving. So, but Foster, that ain't gonna be moving and boxing him. And I feel like if Foster, feel me, if he moves and you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be difficult for him to hit him if he don't use his jab first. You know, yeah. So that's how I feel about it.
All right, champ. I appreciate you calling in.
Yes, sir.
Discord available, X Spaces available. All the methods to call in are in the description. You got the Zoom, you got the landline, Discord, X Spaces. And if you're watching on YouTube, I need you to pay attention to the screen. We're going to go ahead and screen share a Raymond Ford interview. Shout out Fight Hub TV.
Perceivably, he gets his hand raised or you get your hand raised. Y'all can just bump fists and just go your own
We
way.
not even bumping fists. Him. It ain't no bumping fists, none of that. He started this and then, you know, his fan base or his newly fan base that, you know, I don't even really call it his fan base. I feel like everybody that just hates Shakur just gonna go with anybody that's against him. So I feel like I'm taking heat from Shakur for real, for real. It's not even really about I don't know, but all I know is he started the and then, you know, you got, you know, people just being followers and copying or whatever. But if y'all really look at me, I mean, I just let people think whatever they want. But I'm gonna make him my son on the fight night. He gonna have to call me dad.
Dang, you're going to have to call me dad. Lord of mercy. I love it, man. At least we got a little scrap for the weekend, man. You know? Hamza, what it do, man? With a breakdown. Breakdown. If you're looking to call in, Discord available, X Spaces available. Now is the time. We taking calls. We're looking for your breakdown on this weekend's biggest fights, biggest TV fights for sure. For sure, biggest TV fights. We got a couple super chats I got to get to. But if you're looking for the methods to call in, those links can be found in the description to make it easy for you. Landline also in the description. The Butcher, Ness, did you see Kid Austin's toxology report and the doctors interviewing him after he was drugged? It's on Southpaw TV. His dad posted it. Yeah, man, we seen it yesterday. Everybody's posting it. He posted it on his story. So it was out there. Look, bro, I just want to fight, bro. I don't know anything about all that other shit. I just want to scrap. If you want to scrap, we can scrap. COE Films, what up? COE Films, what up?
What up? What up? I'm in here.
You in here?
Yeah, man. What's good, man? Appreciate you coming on.
What up?
Getting us a little chance to put our intake on this, man. Yeah, man. Shaka Foster against Ford. Listen, that's a hell of a scrap, man. You know, I've been watching those guys kind of do their thing, and I had a breakdown that a lot of people not understanding what's finna happen, and I think it's gonna be uh, uh, like Ford said, I think he gonna put belt to ass on Foster, man. You know, them Shockey Foster gonna move, but you got to understand who Ford been in there sparring. He been sparring Shakur. That's one of the guys that's, I mean, he the least likely hit fighter that's in the sport right now. So, you know, him being able to do that is nothing. You know, and you know, trying to chase him around, being able to kind of put that, you know, put them punches together on him. I don't think it's be nothing. Now, this is what's going to happen. I feel like O'Shaquie Foster's going to be trying to prove a point. He's going to be trying to knock him out, and he's going to run into some of that power that Ford has. Now, from the looks of it, Ford not scared of Foster, man. And that means a lot in a fight. You know, you coming into a fight and you already nerved up and kind of, you know, gun shy. It can kind of make the fight, you know, go one sided. But you got Ford, man. He's gonna be looking to put BTA up in there, you know. And Foster done tasted defeat before, man. You know what I'm saying? He done tasted defeat before. So you talking about a guy that done tasted defeat, and not only that, but came back and, you know, yeah, he had a redemption story where he did his thing, but we talking about a guy that really hasn't had a real challenge. You know, he's calling out Shakur, but you're looking at a guy like Foster, man, that got that power and been sparring Shakur. It could be a different fight in there, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just wondering what Foster tank gonna look like, what his endurance gonna look like. You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna come in there ready to go? Is that tank gonna be ready to go a whole in length of the fight? Can his power stay up? Can he stay active? You know, do he want to turn to a brawl, or do he want to try to jab his way and be a counter puncher? You know, but doing all that running and trying to move, that tank gonna drain quick, and it better not drain halfway during the fight, or Ford gonna turn it up on him. You know, so yeah, man, I had to get my take in it on it real quick while I had a chance. I'm kind of riding right now, listening to you.
Nah,
So
do your
yeah,
thing.
man,
We appreciate you, man.
yeah, man, I appreciate it. You're looking up.
I ain't
All right.
out in the bay. What do you say? Discord available. X Spaces also available.
Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? Straight from the Bay Area.
Bay
You know what it is.
Area.
We're back at it like crack addicts. I'll make it real short and sweet because I got to get back to work. Um, yeah, Raymond Ford, I think he got the goods to beat O'Shaquie Foster. I think it's going to be a good fight. I just don't think he has the experience to beat O'Shaquie Foster. I think this is a good step up for Raymond Ford. Um, is it a too much of a step up? We will see. We will see if that's a too much of a step up. Um, the lights are gonna be bright, and you know, so you gotta show up. You gotta put your money where your mouth is and show up. So that's why I see it at. That's my thought. Peace.
I last call for them callers. Uh-oh, they said Dean got arrested. Dean White? Dean White? I hope not. Discord available. X Spaces also available. Man, this is historic, man. For the first time in boxing ever, the WBO and the IBF will join forces to conduct a unified convention. This is huge. Oh, wow. I'm going. As long as I ain't got no vacation on that time. Holy shit, it's going to be right here in Caribbean Royale. That's fire. Oh, that's fire. What? And it will be open to the public? Oh, shit. Now that's what I'm talking about. Powerful new chapter begins as two of boxing's most influential organizations come together to shape the future of the sport. This groundbreaking convention will ignite meaningful conversations, strengthen international relationships, and unite the global boxing community under one shared vision of excellence, progress, and opportunity. Shout out to that good old lawyer slash presidente, Gustavo Oliveri Miranda. Vega don't like him much. Nowhere and get status, but necessary evil. Necessary evil. Oh my goodness. They locked up Dean on robbery. I wonder what happened. He probably took somebody's chain, punking him or something. Like, what he do to get robbery charges? For real. Like, what'd he do to get robbery charges? But Discord available, X Spaces available. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. Landline in the description. Demo H Town. What up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yep.
What's going on, bro? It's been a little minute. Been busy as hell, but shit, I'll be in the background listening and whatnot. But yeah, I ain't think you was gonna be doing last call on this one. Like you said, I've been hearing people call all week about this
I
fight, so
know.
I figured this.
Shit, word.
Yeah, I figured. So I'll be at work and shit. It'd be hard for me to catch a little break, so I pulled over for a minute. Um, with this Foster and Ford, this gonna be a firefight, especially in our city, especially. Foster not from Houston, but he from Orange, Texas, which right down the road, and obviously Houston adopted him a long time ago. Me personally, I've been a fan of his probably since I want to say like the Miguel Roman fights right before Ray Vargas. It was a few fights that he had, and then from there I kind of been locked in with him all the way. But after getting in the gyms and whatnot that's out here, I learned so much about a lot of these dudes. So the Main Street Boxing Gym is the gym that he fights out of. A lot of them dudes in there I know personally. Even like maybe a month or two ago, I went to my homeboy's fight who fought with Miguel Flores on the main card. It was a local card, local pro card. Everybody, talking about what's going on between these two camps. It's been real smoke in the city because if you don't know, Ford actually stays in Houston too. He got real estate, all type of shit. So he honorary, honorary Texan really, and he mob tied. So he under Jay Prince. So a lot of them gyms is tied with Jay Prince too. So it's a lot of information being shared back and forth. Even the gym that I'm in, every time that I would go up in there, I would hear stories about what's going on between the two. About him saying they're not gonna shake hands. Like that shit is real. Niggas is trying to meet up and fight at the venue type shit if they run into each other. That's how real it is between different gyms and different people that they know that's out here. So, but me personally, obviously, I'm rocking with Foster. He to me is the better boxer. He has the better jab. I think he has more output and he's better with his offense to defense and then defense to offense. Ford got a good jab. He don't jab as much, which I think he should jab more. But his best, it's either offense or defense with him is the way I see it. Like when he on defense, I don't really see him coming out of the defense straight to offense too much. Like he counterpunch every so often, but I feel like he's either gonna be offensive or defensive, and he don't have a high enough output, I think, to beat Foster. They both known for having close fights, but one thing that Foster learned is how to win these rounds with his jab. And we know his power carry late. He got to stop his late. I think might have got to stop his late too, but I know for sure what Shot gonna do. So I'm rocking with him all the way. So yeah, and I wanted to go to that fight. All my homeboys counseled on me and shit. So if it's any of y'all in Houston that might want to pull up to that hole, I'm still thinking about going. If not, I'm gonna spend that ticket money in Bovada and get right. So either way that go, I'm gonna be locked in for that one. And then like I said, the what's his name is on that card as well. Miguel Flores that you had spoke about. I had recently just seen him fight a guy in a local card, and he's fighting Javon Woodard, which is crazy. Um, that's gonna be a tough. That's gonna be a tough fight. I think Woodard is the better skilled fighter, but obviously I'm going for Flores from the town. So Sheehy, I remember seeing him too. I'm kind of surprised a lot of people been calling in saying they never seen him. I remember him on Top Rank. I remember seeing his fights on Top Rank. He fought twice that I remember on Top Rank. I remember the dudes he fought. But yeah, he was pretty good to me. I didn't understand why they let him go or whatever happened with him. So, I mean, I don't know the dude he fighting, so I'm skipping over that one. Of course, I'm gonna be locked in watching Amari Jones. Just kind of off of recency bias, and I kind of been watching him a little bit before then. But after going out to Florida and kind of meeting everybody around the area, I'm gonna be definitely locked in with him. I heard you talk about Montavo. I've never seen him before. Don't know nothing about him, so I'll be tapped in watching that. But Jaden Britton, um, it say Hempstead. Hempstead is Houston. It's like where the railroad tracks at. But yeah, like he another one that I've watched for a while in the TCL. They call it TBL now, but the Team Combat League shit. He used to doing the one rounds and shit like that. I've seen him spar personally, so I know he trying to run over you. So I think this is gonna be a stoppage. I don't think this one gonna go the distance. I don't know who the dude is, but judging by his world ranking, yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go. Like I said, I've seen Jaden personally, so I know he trying to run you over. You know what I'm saying? Ain't really too much to that. But outside of that, I mean, I ain't really got too much. Kind of just sitting back listening. Hopefully y'all call in, man. Keep the show going. Um, Where's Star at? Cause I'm looking for somebody to be taking the bets down and whatnot. We need to get
You
back
mean
to that
taking the
too.
picks down? No, I remember
Yeah,
Star started her her course, and she's also trying to lock in for her
uh,
goals, training and shit. So
so no more mornings really.
I don't know. It's sporadic, whenever she can, I guess. Like the other day, she didn't. I don't think she went, so she jumped on.
Yeah, I had went back and seen that. I'm gonna get with you in the background too, because I did go back and see that Sunday episode that y'all did. Um, and my mom, I was talking to my mom. She was on Ozempic for a while. It's another one that she's on now. I remember y'all saying, I want to say it's Monjaro or some shit like that. But I had recently talked to her and told her to ask her doctor about some of them specific peptides that you was talking about. So I'm gonna get with you about a little information in the background,
For
and,
sure.
and we'll kind of chop it up with that. But that's everything. I'm gonna tap back in.
All right. Appreciate you. Discord available. X spaces available. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. We got Mr. PBC.
Yo, 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 what's good, Ness?
Yes.
Man, it's gonna be a good weekend of boxing. When it comes to Raymond Ford, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Like he lets me down. He looks like he can fight, but he really looks like to me he'll play a good game of basketball. I just think he kicks it with Shakur and he got in. Uh, I'm not really going for him. He kind of let me down with what's that one dude from the UK? Like he was just standing in front of him. I think he got knocked down. Um, something Bull or Ball, Nick Ball. That was a major letdown. He pull out. He didn't, he was like an apprentice. He didn't know which if he had the confidence to do it. Um, so I'm going to Shockey. I think his jab is very piston like. He dictates the pace very well. Raymond Ford doesn't know what pace he's at sometimes, or he doesn't know what he wants to do. I feel like when I watch him, so it's just I'd rather go with Oshaki with that one. But with Dimitri Bivol fight, man, is mandatory. I think it's gonna be a good fight. Them Germans, they ain't just no pushovers. Xander Zayas biggest fight was a German. I think he's gonna come in here and definitely show his skills. But I think it's gonna go decision. It's definitely I think it's in a different country too, so it's definitely gonna be different. I think Bill was gonna dictate the pace all the way. He's not like a Raymond Ford. He's gonna obviously go in there and know what he's doing. There's certain professionals that can go into any environment and pick up any tool to get the job done. Raymond Ford is just not one of those guys. I think he needs instructions. He needs hand on instructions too. You need to be damn near in that ring with Raymond Ford to like help him figure out what he needs to do in there. So yeah, man. Shout out to Dimitri Bivol and Oshaki. Hopefully Oshaki gets the Shakur fight, and hopefully Dimitri Bivol gets the Benavidez. Um, I know I was talking to someone about this yesterday. Hopefully this fight happens immediately with Benavidez because I don't know. You in the WBC convention, I mean, what have they been talking about? Who is the
That
mandatory? Who is
convention
up next?
is not yet until the end of the year. So I
Well,
don't know.
luckily, unifications
And
trump
that's when they
mandatories.
call mandatories.
Okay, cool. So luckily, unifications trump all that shit. We gonna get that Benavidez on PBC. It can't be Turkey no more. Turkey's gonna want to maneuver this shit in a different direction. He's trying to monopolize boxing. That's why I'm glad David Benavidez said he's sticking on his side. PBC. I feel like PBC and Eddie Hearn can make a deal. I don't think Bivol's ever fought on PBC, but I definitely can't wait to see that, man. That's my call.
All right. Bobby Cuts.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I only want to watch Foster beat up Ford just because I want to see the Shakur fight because I just want to be entertained by the beef. Other than that, I don't really care for this fight. I'm done with these guys. I'm looking at prospects now. I'm only watching prospects. Nah, I'm looking forward to John Arobio's fight next week. And fuck all this other shit, man. I'm tired of this generation of boxing. I'm ready for the new crop. So I'm looking forward to John Arobio knocking this guy out, whoever he's fighting for the WBC Continental Belt, so we can start getting some recognition. He already knocked out that African dude that fought Devin Haney, that fought Maritala. They couldn't knock him out. Tito Mercado couldn't knock this guy out. Arobio knocked him out in the second round. So I'm looking forward to Arobio coming into form. 22 years old, 17-0, becoming a name. Put pressure on these guys at 140. They ain't been fighting each other. Guys like fucking Hitchison, who's done nothing his entire career. Guys like who else there? The TS, Dalton Smith. They all get knocked out by Arobio. Gary Russell, he got to see Arobio if he gonna stay at 140. Got to see Arobio. Tito Mercado, got to see Arobio. Tired of these easy ass fights. These niggas got to start fighting, dog. This shit getting crazy, dog. Been too many years, dog. Especially at 140. Ain't none of these motherfuckers been fighting. Gary Russell fought Hirioka. He the only one. He the only one that took a hard fight. The rest of these dudes, they just cruising by.
That was his mandatory, man. Cut the shit.
What
Dalton Smith took a tougher fight than that. Boyo took two tough fights back to back.
Hirioka the toughest in the division. TS lost to Limo.
Bobby, cut the shit. How the fuck he the toughest in the division? Who he beat to be the toughest in the division?
He beat the old man that gave that
Come on, man. Cut the shit, bro.
He knocked him out. What are you talking about? And then Gary Russell the only one that wanted to fight him. Everybody else was scared. That's what happened. And Gary Russell barely made it out alive. Let's not be honest, no. He barely made it out alive. But he did. At least he got it. He took the tough task. These motherfuckers ain't taking no tough task. Arobio on their ass now. So they gonna have to see John Arobio real soon. We gonna get a motherfucking real champion real soon. I'm tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? We got Boots next month. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that's gonna save us. Future face of boxing when he vanquishes Xander Zayas and elevates and ascends to the throne. You know, that'll be a good moment. But until then, we ain't got really much. We ain't got much to work with. We got Bivol fighting the bum. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to see that shit. You know what else is out there? It'll be a slow week. I mean, Austin Ford gonna be a good scrap. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you really want to see Foster and Shakur. You really want a motherfucking semi big fight. We like they. It's okay. I don't understand big fights is hard to make, but can we get semi big fights? We get second round playoff type of matchups. Can we get an Eastern Conference championship every once in a while? We don't need the big one. Can we at least get the conference championship? I mean, goddamn, we've been waiting for a long time. So that's all I got to say. John Arobio coming up next week. That's the guy we should be talking about. Real somebody that go in there and give out ass whoopings. So this is what we need. These are the type of fighters we need to promote and celebrate and elevate to the top. If y'all want to better the sport, you know what I'm saying? Gotta stop boosting up these dudes that ain't putting on the performances. You gotta judge these dudes by mirrors and performances, not promotion and people talking about them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta change the whole focus of this shit. Because there's some dogs out here that they ain't getting no shine. They ain't getting no love. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got the big ass promotion behind them and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But John Arobio, I've been watching him for a minute. So when Ring Magazine did a whole video about them on their page, I was like, damn, John Arobio, this nigga coming up. You can't stop a nigga that's grinding and this shit. Motherfuckers really gonna come out the mud when they got them hands like that. So it is what it is. So y'all tune in, watch John Arobio put on a masterful performance, an ass whooping of epic proportions, and you're gonna be like, damn, I want to see more of this. I guarantee you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the shit should go. You should be word of mouth off of motherfucking performances. That's how Boots was. I was a fan of Boots when he was beating up all the bums. I was like, damn, he knocked this dude out in the first round. I can't wait to see him knock out somebody else. Now he done knocked out 10 niggas. I want to see him fight some. He knocked out somebody Crawford for. Then it snowball. That's how the shit go. But y'all want to diminish these niggas before they even get a chance to get to the top. You know, it did dick ride dudes that ain't doing shit but fighting weak hype jobs. You know what I'm saying? It's like Teofimo. He was a top rank hype job and got exposed. He got lucky to beat Loma had the injured shoulder.
Come on, man. I'm about to hang up on your
You know what I'm saying? Loma
man.
had the injured shoulder. That's what Loma said. I ain't say that. Loma said he had the injured shoulder. I didn't say that.
Bro, Tio got 2 pound for pound wins. Let me get to some other callers, man. Gotta go. Mike, what up?
Boxing boys!
Was good.
What's happening, Nestor Gets? That boy Bobby Cuts. What you talking about, Bobby Cuts?
Not
You
a
was contradicting
goddamn
yourself.
thing.
Hell yeah, he was contradicting himself like a motherfucker. Talking about we hyping up. Man, you just said Boots is a hyped up job. That nigga ain't did shit. Boots ain't did shit. We about to see what Boots about in a couple of weeks, though. I can't fucking wait. I got a feeling Boots gonna get his ass exposed. I don't hear nobody talking about Xander and Fat Camp and shit like that no more. I seen his fucking videos and pictures this nigga been posting. That motherfucker in shape. Real shape. But yes, sir. I can't wait for this fucking weekend, though. We got business this weekend. We got some business this weekend. I can just what I see, when my eyes, the vibes, what I'm seeing from both of these fucking fighters. I feel like Ford is there because he got his crew pushing him to be there, and Shaki like I'm about to beat the fuck out of this nigga, and I want to see what Shakur gonna do when he get a little dose of that what Bud did to that nigga Charlo. Cause what's gonna happen is he gonna whoop up on his homeboy. After he whoop on him, he gonna call out that nigga Shakur in the fucking ring. He better not. He better hope he don't grab his nuts on him or something. What Shakur gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Shakur, but he got some little pressure building up. Cause this little Shaki motherfucker, there's something about that little nigga. I don't give a fuck about his record. He look like a motherfucking killer right now. But he better not be tricking me, cause I'm gonna come up on this motherfucker on Sunday and I'm slandering his ass. Cause right now his vibe looking like he a straight killer for real in that motherfucker. He look like a killer My nigga Ford, I fuck with Ford too, but it's just like he just there to be there, man. Something in his body. He look way smaller than him too. He look little up there. And I don't know, man. I see a little push and shit. We gonna see. Hopefully make it do, man. Hopefully niggas go in there and really fucking fight and let them fucking hands fucking go, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on, man. I see this fucking show about to end. I had to call in one time, man. Raise y'all fucking hands, man. It's the fucking boxing boys, y'all. Hump day. Hump fucking day. Got a couple more days left. Got big fights coming on this weekend. What else fights we got? You said I was the only good one.
That's the only good TV fight like that. Like, you got other people fighting that you could just watch they fight. Like, Bivol fighting, but he ain't fighting nobody but his mandatory.
Okay,
There's a
okay,
couple
okay.
people out there, but Charlie Edwards fighting. He's not. You know, we don't know who he's fighting. Charlie Sheehy fighting, but we don't know who he's fighting. So you know, Shock
Yeah.
and old boy is the only 50-50s.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's the only one I really want to see anyway. I ain't gonna lie. I've been looking forward to this fight, man. I really want to see this fucking. I want this shock to really shock these motherfuckers, man. Let the underdog get on fucking top, man. Yes, sir. Shut all them boys up, shop. And then I want you to go whoop on that nigga Richardson Hitchens too. Cause that nigga back there talking just cuz. Go whoop on that nigga too, man. Shout out to the boxing boys, man. Let's let you get out here and do your motherfucking thing, my dog. I ain't gonna hold the motherfucking lines. Hey, y'all calling this motherfucker. We got a couple of hands raised. Keep raising them fucking hands, man. Let's talk this shit. Keep doing your thing. That's the gives. Hey, and don't ever panic. Don't ever doubt yourself. Just know help is on the way. Keep doing your thing, my boy.
Alrighty then, Majid in the building.
Yo, yo,
What up?
ain't shit. Over here in Kentucky with it, but everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you members and Patreon for something. Man, sometimes with these fights, you be looking and be trying to test the boxing eye like you know everything, but I heard a caller earlier with them live bets. That should be way more official because it's like we be thinking we know, but then that round one come and you be like, oh shit. You fucked up from the rip and everything, so I'm gonna be live betting, but I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I dislike South Jersey so much. Hey, Ness, when you lived in Jersey, did you fuck with South Jersey?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I wasn't one of those.
I
I
went
ain't,
down to
I ain't
Trenton
never.
every now and then, and Asbury, Seaside, Wildwood. Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, with the South Jersey, I had drove past it. We had hit up Philly. You know what I'm saying? Cause they just had all the work. Like you go to Philly, it just worked for I don't even know how many blocks. You lose count and shit. But anyway, I don't know if I believe in Ford. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I have no fucking idea. And then Oshaki, but it's like the weight thing is like I think Ford is bigger and Oshaki a little man. I don't fucking know. But it looked like Oshaki got more hands, more combos. I I can't call it. But yeah, so I'm gonna just do the live betting and everything, but I'm more intrigued in this fight because I remember as soon as Oshaki started talking shit, all of these the Shakur haters, they was saying, "Oh yeah, he ducks Oshaki, blah blah, motherfucking blah." So I'm hoping that Oshaki get this shit. So I like the haters because then when these fights come, when they say that shit, that's when I be making money on bets. So I'm rooting for Oshaki, and I really believe that he got more combos, free hands. I just don't know if he could take forward power. But we gonna figure out. But if he fucking win and they get that Shakur fight, a community, all y'all niggas that said it, y'all know who y'all is. I want to bet y'all. I need some of y'all money because y'all fucking delusional. Y'all know boxing, and I just want to bet. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. May the best man win. But if for any reason that Oshaki win, I want to see what the fuck these people say, bro. Cause they've been talking shit from the 35 to the 40. Well, they've been skipping out on the 40 work because I think that Shakur should fight any one of them niggas that got a belt, and unify and dispute all that. But motherfuckers playing this fucking A side big dog shit. I don't like it. But I just don't like nobody takes really and shit. So yeah, Oshaki win, yo. Y'all inbox me on Discord so I could take y'all money. I'll use y'all money to gamble some other shit. But yeah, man, that's really all I got, yo. Shout out to the fight. I don't care about the undercards. I'm out.
All right. AC.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Man, I got on this joint quick today. Shout out to y'all, man. It's good Wednesday, bro, and all that good shit, man. You know, blessings to the chat, man, and to you as well, my big the homie Ness. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm super interested, man, in the Shock versus Ray 4 fight, bro. I think this is honestly a great fight, man. Probably one of the best fights that's taken place so far this year. Hopefully it'll live up to it entertainment wise. You know, with two boxers, it's always 50-50, so you never really know. But you know, with the since the Consesi out fight, you know, the first one, Oshaki has been, I guess, stepping it up a little bit more. As far as his activity, so I am interested to see how this fight plays out, man. I do like both fighters, but I am favoring Oshaki Foster in this fight. I personally feel like he has a little bit more dog in him, man. He's a little bit more mature. Like looking at the two, man, Ray Ford, he seems like he's still young minded. You know what I mean? He's still like he's still kind of kiddish. You know what I'm saying? And like in a fight like this, man, I feel like if you're just looking at the two fighters, man, the focus, man, and the maturity that that boy Oshaki is showing. Like that man seems like he determined. He got a goal in mind. He know what he's trying to do, man. He finna handle that shit. Um, but yeah, nah, man. Hopefully it is a good fight, man, because it is honestly a high quality matchup, bro. I'm curious to see what happens with the winner, man, especially Oshaki Foster, because personally I've been saying for like the last like 6 months or so, man, I want to see Shock versus Navarrete for that lineal belt, man, and three belt unification. You know, they say Navarrete kind of been nervous about that fight, so who knows if it'll actually happen. But I personally would want to see that fight next. I mean, the Shakur fight is cool. That's also something I would like to see, but I feel like on both sides, it would make that fight even more enticing. I mean, especially for Shakur, because like you already got people who try to play him out like he ain't really did nothing. So him getting a fight versus a lineal three belt unified champion, that'll be a good look for his resume and for Oshaki Foster fighting a fucking four division champion, two-time lineal champion. That'd be great as well. Um, but yeah, nah, man, it's a couple different avenues, man. I can see. I haven't really thought too much on where Ray Ford would go should he win this fight. Um, I mean, I don't know. The Navarrete fight again, that'll be cool. I don't know who has the other belt and last belt. I know Nav got two, but I don't know who got the other belt. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like it's gonna be a lot of major implications from the fight, man, and I'm that's something that I'm more and more curious about. But honestly, man, that's all I got for you. I don't really care about this Adrian Bronner shit, man. You know, y'all be y'all like that goofy hip hop fucking what that shit called hip hop goddamn wives and shit. Y'all like that type of shit. I ain't with that shit, man. But shout out to y'all, man. Hopefully y'all have a blessed day, man, and hopefully we get a good fight this weekend. God to know it.
All right. Shout out AC. Discord available, X Spaces available always. Member for 20 months says, you doing a Border Wars show today, Ness? Yes, sir. 7 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for all the footage you sent. Always. We spoke about it. You must have missed it. Cruz, $2. Foster overrated. Ford gonna dog walk 'em. I hit the thumbs up button. Have you? Because it's going to help with the visibility and potentially get us a couple more callers so that we can continue the show. Because if not, you already know. Last call for them callers. Last call for them callers. Tomorrow, we definitely got to make it past 12. I'm going to have Shane Mosley on the show at 12, my time, 9, his time. Don't let me forget, because the other day we forgot, and he was busy, and he made time for us, and I dropped the ball, man. So we're going to have Mosley on. Who else? What is it? Mikhail. Michael. Something, Michael something, bro. We gonna find out. Got a couple little guests here and there. But yeah, last call for callers. Last call for callers. If you're trying to call in, now is the time. Discord available. X Spaces available. Once again, tomorrow, Shane Mosley will be on the show after that big old win. And looks like Las Vegas rolled out the red carpet for him. He had like a whole little parade there with one of the college football teams, or one of them teams, the black and gold teams. They had the whole marching band and everything. So that was pretty dope. But not Michael Fox. No. No. Let me find the name. I got it here. Where the manager. Mike Kimball. I think we've seen him on Pro Box before, right? Mike Kimball. Might have been on Pro Box. Damn, it said I ain't never look up his box rec. Ouch. 8-0, 5 KOs. He's going to be fighting at the Palace Theater in Waterbury on June 6th. He's taking on Edgar Garcia Leon. So I think we're going to have him on potentially Friday at 10:30 a.m., which is always a safe time. Alrighty then. Last call for callers. Last call for callers. We got Tim Bo Skay. Long time no talk.
Yo, what's going on, Mr.
What's
Gibbo?
going on, G? What's happening,
What's going
fam?
on? What's going on, Mr. Gibbo, Mr. Gibbler? You know what I'm saying? I've been tuning in, listening to the palaver that's been going on in the boxing universe. You know what I'm saying? But life be lifing. You know what I'm saying? You have to just take care of, home structures and shit like that. That's why I haven't been calling in. But I've enjoyed the fights, Mr. Gibb. I enjoyed the fights. Shout out to Rico Van Hove. He gave us a great, war fest with Usyk. You know what I'm saying? That was very good fights on the weekend. Let me just put in a little side reminder quickly. You guys sleep on Troy Isley. Him and that Mr. Jones. Him and that what's my boy's name there that fought 160 pounder that I speak about. Also, I always get them too confused with the 154 pounder, Omari Jones.
154 pounder, what?
No, I get him confused with the Devin Haney, the
Nah,
one that
that one is Mari. He just fought,
yeah
got a knockout, and he's at 60. This one's at 54. Oh,
yeah
Mari.
Yeah, no. I know the difference between both of them. I just get them confused with the names. But I know the 154 pounders fighting this weekend. The 160 pounder just fought. You guys say he's a terrific talent. You know what I'm saying? Looks like a great specimen. Yeah. I want to see him in there with domestic guys. You know what I'm saying? Because we have domestic scraps for days. You know what I'm saying? And then you guys throw our guys underneath the bus when they don't come out on top. I would like to see him against the Troy Isley's of the world. I like to see him against Amma Williams. I like to see him against those guys. And then we can start talking about him. Yeah, this, that, he's this. Let's just jump off the cliff too fast. And salute to the community. I hope everyone's having a great week. I hope everyone's family's well and healthy. Now, back to this topic right here. This is a very very interesting fact, very intriguing fact for the 130-pound division. Yeah, the other caller that just called AC, you don't remember who had the other belt, you know what I'm saying? Because my boy Kansasi's got that belt, you know what I'm saying? He gonna come in there real nice and sturdy, you know what I'm saying to you? You got multiple guys down there at that 130 division that I'd like to see get in there. We still have Zoltan Zolibek. He's running around there. Henry LeBron, what are they doing with him? We saw what happened to Nunez. He got sparked out by Navarrete. There's loads of good scraps down there. You know what I'm saying to you? Loads of good scraps. Gary Russell Jr. That'll be interesting to see him against Oshaki for one of them cats if he ever decides to come back. You know what I'm saying to you? So, like I said, this is a 50-50 fight quality. Both guys are very interesting. Both guys are smart, adaptable, defensively responsible in their both ways. You know what I'm saying to you? I believe I would lean towards Oshaki Foster because he is the more experienced guy. He's the older. He should be the stronger, core strength wise. You know what I'm saying? Punch power. He should be. He should have decent advantages over Raymond Ford. But we cannot sleep on Ford now because Ford has hand speed, combination punches. He's got explosive entries. He's decent in the south. He's got creativity in that southpaw. You know what I'm saying? And the youth and athleticism. I believe he is more athletic than Oshaki Foster. And youth can, like I say, youth can help you in these certain instances at some point. We don't know who's more durable. Oshaki Foster's shown that he's been durable. We saw what happened to him in the Rocky fight. He was losing that whole fight, and then he came boom, sparked out my guy with a quality punch right there. You know what I'm saying to you? But like I said, Raymond Ford, he's another technician in there. He's very dangerous for Oshaki Foster. It's very dangerous. He can get caught in between combination, free four punch combinations. He can get caught in between those shits because we saw what happened to him against Conceição. There's a reason why he lost to Conceição, in my opinion. And this could come down to a volume. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Gibbler? This come down to volume. When it comes to Raymond Ford, I believe he is the more active guy in the front foot. I believe he will. And what makes this fight more intriguing is they both don't like each other, and we love a storyline when the guys don't like each other. So they will be trying to hurt each other. They will be trying to see who can take dominance in the center of the ring. You understand? So it's going to be an interesting technical matchup. I want to see what both corners are saying. You know what I'm saying? I want to see who's got the best blueprint. Who do you think, Mr. Gibbler, has the better corner, or who do you think has got more to to prove in this instant? I believe Raymond Ford's got a chip on his shoulder because my guy, a very intriguing caller, Majid. Like he said, he has no hope in Raymond Ford, or he said he doesn't know. You know, say he doesn't even have any hope in No Clips Ammo Williams. That's what he calls him, No Clips Ammo Williams. So, like I said, man, I've had discussions with Americans about Raymond Ford. They're not really excited, or they don't really have no faith in him because obviously he's took a multitude of losses. Chad called in earlier and he spoke, and he lost his earlier fight, which got caused a draw. I did believe he lost that fight also, but like I said, he's learned. He's young, he's hungry, and he's here to stay. Oshaki Foster, I believe he's got a chip on his shoulder also. But like I said, we can spin all this around all we want all day, Mr. Gibbler. And the money to be made this weekend, the money to be made on that fight is you need to look for a knockdown. You need to look for a knockdown. There could be a multitude of knockdowns in this fight. You know what I'm saying? Some will get caught in surprise trap counters because these guys like to set up. They're both count punchers. So look to see who sets what first. And I'll leave you to that, Mr. Gibbler, man. I'll leave you to that. I would like to know who you're leaning towards as well.
Yeah, I said Foster already.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. But like I said, it's a great 50-50 fight. These guys need to get the attention that's needed to spark up the 130-pound division because there's a loads of interesting bouts up there. And AC made a good point. I would like to see what happens with the winner. I do like to see what happens with the winner. I know Navarrete is looking for the Charlie Suarez rematch, and I know Navarrete he wants to proclaim his dominance back at the 130-pound division. And we need to look. Another interesting thing to look at is Espinoza. I want to know how long Espinoza is going to be at 126 for, because if he moves up to 130, that's another player, and that's another player right there. Because if he goes up against Espinoza, 6'1" Mexican, you guys talk about Benavidez being a Mexican monster. That guy is a Mexican monster. That is Espinoza guy, 6'1" at 126. If he comes up to 130, there's loads of him and Navarrete. That's a dream fight, in my opinion. When I say dream fight, that's a real Mexican tear up right there. So, like I said, man, we got great fights on the horizon, great fights. And Mr. Gibbler, you keep doing your work and you keep putting people into shape. You know what I'm saying? That's real great work what you're doing right there. I will always give you a credit. And Tip Bayless, you stupid little gerbil brain fish face fool. You talking about stains in my vest? I never had no stains, boy. I never had no stains. But like I said, man, Mr. Gibbler, I know you don't like when I go on this rampage about my guy. So I'm gonna leave you to it, man. Salute to the community, man, and keep the show going, man. I want to talk about this boxing 1-on-1, man.
All right, brother. Indiana, Khaled, what up?
Yo, Ness,
What up?
let me take you off the speaker. Hold up.
Take you off the Bluetooth. Hey, yo, we live?
You know it.
All right, salute, black guy. All right, look, man, this is a hardcore 50-50 fight. I've been looking forward to this fight all week, all month, since it first got announced. This is some real hardcore shit. 50-50 scrap. I don't really know who to pick. I'm not even about to pick nobody. I'm just going to talk about why I love the fight and, like, just the attributes. Osaki Foster can box his ass off. He is a dog. He's very confident,
You know what I'm saying? Coming off the Stephen Fulton win, he been stringing together like some good wins and all that. Very good fighter. He could switch. He like shows some wrinkles with the southpaw stance. He has a good jab, good like rangy jab and shit like that. He in that bitch working. You know what I'm saying? He gonna keep you at the end of that bitch, and that bitch is educated. He will hook off that work, hard work in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Ray Ford also. You know what I'm saying? Very good fighter. Dog and shit like that. Dog. He in there. And look, this can't go without notice. Like, he really getting work with Shakur Stevenson and Richardson Hitchens. Like, he in that camp. Even though Richardson Hitchens is a unique guy as far as I'm not sure what he's doing. I really got to see him get some work, but he still has some skill sets. So if you getting sparring with him and you in there with a rangy guy and shit like that, like a Oshaki Foster, that will help on just getting that look. You know what I'm saying? Ray Ford got to have a good jab and all that type shit. Come forward, apply pressure because Oshaki Foster gonna be trying to box him. But Ray Ford, I was looking at the Nick Ball fight. Ray Ford got the better inside work. Like, Oshaki will get in that inside and work with you, but he not as comfortable. Like, to me, when I see it, like, he will work with you in there. He not afraid of it, but Ray Ford gonna get in that bitch with you, turn that shoulder, come back, go to them guts. You know what I'm saying? Roll up under some shit, catch some shit. You know what I'm saying? He was really drained down, sucked down against Nick Ball. He couldn't really move. He had to show there and bite down and really catch shit. And then he was really working with Nick Ball. He gonna be stronger, sturdier at 130. It's gonna be a hell of a fucking fight, bro. They're saying we might need to run this back 2 or 3 of these. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas is not giving the inch. Niggas is not giving the inch. Niggas is really coming in there like, yo, niggas gonna have to kill me in this bitch. 2 dogs, because they know that whoever win this fight, we're gonna be talking about them on a consistent basis. Like, it's a certain list of names of guys who we talk about all the fucking time. Whoever win this fight, they gonna move in that list of who we talking about all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain range of guys that's on the algorithm moving the needle. We talking about them. Whoever win this, we gotta talk about you from like the 126 to like 135 guys is like that name. So looking forward to it. And we got my man Jovan Wardwe or like Wardon or whoever the fuck, I forgot his name. I've seen him on the gram. I've seen a couple of his fights. I'm looking forward to seeing him. Last fight out, he was on some OTX shit. He lost that scrap. He got to knock, like, use that right hand so fast. My bad. I had a call. He got a good jab. So yeah, so before they call me back, hey yo, Ness, salute. Hey yo, real quick, if I go. Hey yo, I'm like not on Border Wars because I'm like too old for that shit. I don't got time to like even waste this time with it. But I do be in the gym. We do be in that bitch sparring. We like do be working. We is punching that bag, jumping that rope, putting in that time, bro. That's my call, Ness. Appreciate you, Black God.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. Now is the time. If you're looking to call in, Discord available, X Spaces available. We got the Zoom line rocking and rolling, telephone line rocking and rolling. Feel free to call in and voice your opinion. This weekend's biggest fight is 3 days out. Final call for them callers. Final call for them callers. If you're looking to call in, now is the time. Him Juice says, someone call, I got 3 more hours. Yeah, man, you going to have to call in, fam. You going to have to call in. Bandero. Is Foster battling injuries? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Hopefully that don't affect him at all. This is the best fight of this weekend. We can't have no old injuries causing any issues. Okay, no more, no more. Good, good, good. So he's coming into this one a hundo percento. Yeah, man. When is the Keyshawn fight? I thought that was this weekend. I guess I ain't missing that one, right? Or did that happen already and I'm fucking tripping? I think it did happen, right? Yeah, because Pete Dobson, that's right, it did happen. Lord, I'm tripping. So, damn, I think, so it's this one I'm going to miss. It's my birthday this Sunday. So I'm actually staying right here in Florida, though. But I'm going to the other side, the Keem and Vegas side for a couple days. Experience that whack ass beach over there. Yeah, nah, I made a mistake. I forgot about that fight, man. Forgot about that fight. Listen, man. Shout out to the good life. You know, best Hardine in the business. Let's go. F Graham, my man. I did my second episode on my Nesta Gibbs channel. Make sure you subscribe over there. Actually, start join me on that channel and we talk health and fitness and weight loss, of course. Battle Rap Rob, get me a plug for what? What kind of plug we find in Nest? I could always use a deal. Plug better mean I get a deal on something. Yeah, I forgot Albright looked like shit, y'all tell you. I mean, it wasn't the memorable performance of the Jermaine Ortiz fight. That's what happened. And Albright didn't make that fight any more memorable. He didn't put it in or down the way we expected him to, you know. We was alright with that rematch because he kind of did okay once upon a time. But, yeah. Discord available, X Spaces available. I wouldn't say Miami has the best beaches, but certainly it was nice last time I was there. I like Clearwater. I like Siesta. Um, shit, I think St. Pete was alright too. Rule is back. He said, even though I'm natty gang, I want to see this peptide. Bro, natty schmatty. You know what I'm saying? Peptides are naturally occurring in my body, bro. That is natty. You a hater. You a hater. Last call for callers. I am up out of here, and that's GTO. Instagram and Twitter. But if you're really trying to communicate, definitely DM me on at the Boxing Voice on Instagram, where you're gonna get a response in minutish, couple of minutes at the most. We right back at it this evening at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, where we're going to be doing our second show. It will be a Border Wars episode. Border Wars is going down July 4th. We have our amateur event taking place July 4th. Barbecue, amateur fights, boxing. Keem, I'm going to need you to call in. I know you got a few people. I hope you sent those to Coach because he's got 5 slots left and looking for fighters. So definitely send him a text with anybody you need to get matched up. And yeah, man, we're right back at it this evening. If it ain't your off day, go hit that gym, man. Get right. Don't get fat. Peace.